Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with
Here now, in this game, one goal, one team. Fight for that possession, gotta act fast. Another shot, another pass. The city comes to life and they got something to say. Come on, let's go. I feel devotion.
This series has certainly seen it all. And it all comes down to this. After Real Madrid forced a Game 5 in the Serbian capital, can Partizan, Mozzart, Belgrade bounce back and keep their season alive? Or will it be Los Blancos defending their home court to secure another spot in the Final Four? Win or go home tonight at the WiZink. Welcome, 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 fans. What a game we have here tonight. And we thought we witnessed our last game right here in the WiZink Center 13 days ago. And that game ended with still a minute 40 to go on the clock. But Madrid did the unthinkable and won 2 games in 40 hours in Belgrade. May these boys right here come back to Madrid for a decisive 5th and final game to see who punches that final ticket to Conference next week. Partizan comes in tonight a little bit wounded, but they have Kevin Punter back. We'll see what Coach Obradovic has to say about such an important 5th game in this playoff series.
There are some things that, of course, we are satisfied, but there are some things, obviously, that we are not satisfied. So, you know, we know each other, and let's see how it will be, first of all, beginning of the game, but to win and to pass the Final Four, you need to play focus 40 minutes and with really big concentration.
And now Chus Mateo and his team, led by Eddie Tavares, that dominated games 3 and 4, are also wounded as they lost one of their best players in Gabby Deck to a knee injury. Madrid has accomplished the most difficult part. They will need to finish this task in Game 5 in order to have a shot at their 11th European title. We'll see what Chus Mateo has to say about his chances here tonight.
Are important. Gabby Deck, Poirier, Yabusel are important for sure. But it's one more game, and this game is today. It's
sure
now,
to bring me
no
into
excuses, no statistics, nothing. It's one day.
Take it easy. Wait till the fourth quarter, then do it, you know?
Wait till the last second.
Exactly.
Man, I screamed so much when he scored that.
I have no voice left, man.
I became a internet star because of that. I didn't want it that.
It happens, it happens.
Because I came back to Belgrade and I was like, I cannot drink coffee, you know.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with
Here now, in this game, one goal, one team. Fight for that possession, gotta act fast. Another shot, another pass. The city comes to life and they got something to say. Come on, let's go. I feel devotion.
A series that has seen it all. And now it all comes down to this. After Real Madrid forced a Game 5 in the Serbian capital, can Partizan, Mozzart, Belgrade bounce back and keep this miraculous season alive? Or will Los Blancos defend the home court and secure yet another spot in the Final Four? It's win or go home tonight, right here at the WiZink. Oh man, welcome back to the WiZink Center, the place that most of these fans thought that they had witnessed their last EuroLeague game of the season 13 days ago. And that ended with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go on the game clock, but Madrid did the unthinkable and brought this series back here and made these boys right here travel back for a decisive 5th and final game to see who punches a ticket to Kaunas next week. Partizan comes in a bit wounded after not being able to clinch that Final Four spot in front of their home fans, but now they got Kevin Punter back, and it's a different team. Let's see if Željko Obradović can be the first team to win a 5th game away.
There are some things that, of course, we are satisfied, but there are some things, obviously, that we are not satisfied. So, you know, we know each other, and let's see how it will be, first of all, beginning of the game, but to win and to pass the Final Four, you need to play focus 40 minutes and with really big concentration.
And now Virtus Mateo and his team, led by Walter Tavares, had dominated games in 3 and 4, but also are wounded as they lost one of the best players in Gabi Deck to a severe knee injury in that Game 4. Madrid has accomplished the most difficult part, but now will need to finish the task here in Game 5 in order to have a shot for their 11th title.
The absence are important. Gabi Deck, Poirier, Yabusel are important for sure. But it's one more game. in this game is today. It's now, and no excuses, no statistics, nothing. It's one day.
That's it, one game and one day. But you can't forget about the other 4 games. As you see your head-to-head record, 3 of those 5 victories has come this season for Partizan, as we see them won in round 32, plus the first 2 games here at the WiZink Center. And I don't even know where to start in this series. We've had so many different things happen in the 4 games, and it was just so normal that we would have a 5th game here tonight. Although I'm sure a lot of Partizan fans, I was in Belgrade last week, did not want to see this game happen. But it's here, and it's going on here Wednesday night, and it's going to be the last game of this season before we are right to the Final 4. And we already have a couple teams that have registered and worked their travel agents over to get their tickets to go to Kaunas. And there's one right there, Olympiacos, with the 5-game win over over Fenerbahce Bekla right there. And now we have the other game going on here is Monaco at home playing against Maccabi Tel Aviv to see who punches that ticket to go into the Final 4. And here we got another one pending, another 2 hours or so before we figure out which one of those teams goes. And of course, Barca with the 3-0 victory over Žalgiris is the first team that made it to Lithuania. As we check out the players for both teams here tonight, and every player is going to be important. We always try to focus on a couple key players and make sure that we have the right guys in these games. And there's the one that you have to talk about, who was suspended for 2 games, in games 3 and 4. Didn't get any run in those games, and he's back. And he scored 40 points in the first 2 games of the series, including a monster 3-pointer at the end of game 1 to take the victory for his team. And I'm sure he's ready to roll here tonight. And he's got himself a little rest also. And of course, the leader of this team over the last 4 games is Zach Ledee, averaging 17 points a game, and give him 25 in that game 4 performance. But Ledee is going to be so important against this Madrid zone tonight, and he's going to have to get the ball and be effective from inside and outside the zone. And now we head over to Madrid, and there's so many players in this team. Again, everybody's based around Eddie Tavares, but Williams Goss came up big in game 3. There's Adam Anga coming up big in game 4. But see who's going to come up tonight for Real Madrid will be Zana Musa. And with the absence of Deck, it should be Musa who will get more time and more looks at the basket. They'll need to come up big in what will be probably his most important game in that Madrid uniform that you see him with that number 31 on, as he's averaging 11.5 a game in the series. And Mario Zonia, who went off in game 3, that Madrid, that 2-point win, is the guy right there with 14 rebounds in that game with 12 points in over 37 minutes of game time. And now the head-to-head, and why not? You got to go with Tavares and Lassort, the 2 guys that dominate statistics interior-wise in this EuroLeague season. You see their playoff standings right there. It's been all Walter Tavares. A 41 PIR in game 3 and a 30 PIR in game 4, leading his team to victory. And there you see the big man right there. Remember, he did not play in game 2 because of a knee injury. He went down and had to come back and play 3. He played half of the game in game 2. As you see your Partizan roster at the bottom of your screen, Punter back in the lineup. Smilagic, who had 0 points in that game 4, and he's an important player to take Tavares away from the basket. You see the rest of your lineup there. Nunnally also looking to have to look to score tonight. Madrid has been playing that 2-3 zone throughout since the 3rd quarter of the 2nd game, and it's been effective. And that guy right there, Sergio Rodriguez, could be the most important player that you'll see come out off the bench tonight. As you see your roster at the bottom of the screen, Chacho has gotten progressively better. Only 5.5 minutes in the first game, 0 points, a couple assists. Game 2, played 11 minutes, 3 and 4, 18.5 minutes, and especially game 4 with 8 points and 7 assists. Chacho Rodriguez is the man for me that Madrid needs to change the pace of the game. my feeling from the beginning of this, as we look at our team comparisons, that I mean, we've seen them so many times over the last 4 games, and they don't change very much in such a short period of time. But this is a game that's all about controlling the tempo. If Madrid could defensively keep this game at 80 points or below, they got a really good chance of winning it. You see Madrid dominating on the rebounding side defensively and offensively, but that hasn't been a big factor so far. But if they can keep it under 80, I have a feeling that Madrid has a good chance of winning this game. If this game goes up in the mid-80s, Partizan's a team that has the offense to score, especially with that man right there, Kevin Punter, checking back in the lineup. We're going to see about that rest. You never know. Guys come back from that rest and they want to go out and get the game instead of let the game come to them. So we're going to see how Punter starts off the game. To me, that's going to be an interesting factor. Does he start out coming out shooting? Is he's ready to go after missing games 3 and 4 and not being there for his team? Or does he come out and kind of let the game come to him a little bit and try to take over in the 4th quarter? As now we have the introduction of the Real Madrid players to their fans. As I said in the opener, cannot believe that they're back here watching another EuroLeague game, his 5th game, because nobody thought when this game went back to Partizan that there would be a 5th game in this series. But as I said, they did the unthinkable. Madrid's brought out all the stops here tonight with some flares and some spotlights, turning the lights out. We usually don't see that here in Madrid, but they brought it out here tonight for Game 5, and why not? Every bar, every restaurant, every place around this arena has been jam-packed since about 5 o'clock this afternoon, and people are ready to get this game underway as soon as possible. About 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go to tip-off time. One injury report for Partizan is their guard, Alexa Abramovich, came out with a sprained wrist, and he's in a cast. He won't be playing as he didn't play in Game 4. And we'll see who the starting 5s are for both teams here in a little bit after the presentations. But it's going to be interesting how the starting 5s are going to be lined up here for both teams. See what Željko Obradović comes up with, see what Chus Mateo comes up with here. As you got to get the experience on the floor to Real Madrid 100%. They've been here so many times, they know what it takes. Again, I'm just giving my opinion as we see the head-to-head between these two coaches, and it's all come from this season, essentially 2-2 so far. That's their playoff record, obviously, and they're 3-3 as far as the regular season is concerned. Also, they went 1-1 in the regular season, but again, if Madrid gets out to a lead here early like they did in Game 4, it's going to be tough for Partizan to come back. They're a young team and not that much experience. Madrid has the experience. They know how to play. As you see Abramovich's hand right there, all casted up. He's not able to go tonight, so that takes a little bit of a point guard position out for Partizan, which hurt them a lot more in Game 4 because Punter wasn't there. And here comes your starting 5, and I had a great stat about the last 3 minutes of the game that I'm gonna bring to you in a minute. You see Yamadar, who's been in and out of the lineup. Kevin Punter getting started also. Smilagic, Papa Petru, and Zach Lede, as it'll be Mozzart started out on the bench tonight. Smilagic trying to come out to maybe take Tavares away from the basket, hit that 3 all the way at 0 points in the Game 4s. Nigel Williams-Goss, big Game 3. Anga, big Game 4. Musa being consistent throughout. Tavares dominating. And Eli Nadai getting the start at the 4 spot in the absence of Gerson Yabusele. And see what Nadai does, bringing some energy to the field. Chus Mateo decided to bring the young boy out here as a starting 5. But interesting statistic I was talking about, it's got a lot to do indirectly with Kevin Punter. In Game 3, Partizan was 1 for 8 from the field in the last 3 minutes of the 4th quarter. And in Game 4, they were 2 for 8. As we look at our referees here tonight, Boris Reza taken over as our head referee. I said 2 for 8 in the last 3 minutes of game 4. So the absence of Kevin Punter had a lot to do with that, and so did the zone defense of Real Madrid, as they've caused all kinds of offensive havoc for Partizan along the baseline and in the corners. They've gotten the ball well to the foul line. To Lede the other day, in game 4, Lede was effective with it, but they just couldn't hit from deep. And that's going to be the key. If they could stick it from 3 tonight, they could take Madrid out of that zone. The better team against Madrid, man-to-man. And Partizan doesn't match up as well against the zone unless they start dropping those threes from deep. And unbelievably, we're back here for a game 5. I couldn't be more excited to be back here to watch this game, to commentate this game, and bring it to you. We're going to be the last game of the night as Maccabi and AS Monaco are going at it in the French Riviera on the other side. And we'll be the last ones to finish. You see Vince Poirier right there, obviously out of the game with a calf issue that came up before the game, before the shoot-around in game 3. Took him out of lineup. There's Ndaye getting the start tonight as we're about to pay tribute to EuroLeague. And listen to this EuroLeague anthem as both teams stand up across midcourt. Remember the last time they were on this court together, what happened as we listen in on the anthem.
Feel that devotion in us every day. Something to say. Come on. I feel devotion.
I feel devotion as we're bringing you the last game of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs right here, tipping off right at 9 o'clock in 20 seconds. We're ready to go. Real Madrid playing host to Partizan. And what have been some unbelievable games. They've matched up 6 times throughout the year, and every game has been more exciting than the other. Look at this shot block leader right there, Eddie Tavares, with 2.2 blocks a game. And he's out there ready to do his thing. And you know what? When you look at 2.2 blocks a game, you don't think about the fact of how many Vinicius checking out the game after the 1-1 tie last night. Coming out and checking. All the stars are out tonight as Madrid wins the tab, and we are underway here at the WiZink Center. Goss, remember that big game he had in 3. Musa now with the help from Mozzart. Tavares with the cut to the basket. Smalagic. Goss, just like he did at the end of game 3, this time he comes up short. And Partizan with the rebound. Bringing it down, setting up the 2-man game up top. Punter slowly trying to get himself in the game. Smalagic can take Tavares to the basket, but he's got to make a 3 or 2 first as Musa comes with the first foul as he tries to get over the top of that handoff. Makes just a little bit too much contact, getting his arm in there against Papa Petru. Anger all over Kevin Punter, trying to not let him get in this game. Smalagic to the basket, fakes up over the top of Tavares and gets the first basket of the game. Tavares wisely staying away from the big man, not picking up that early foul. And if you get Tavares in foul trouble, this game is over for Madrid. Musa to the basket, blocked by Smalagic as he's got 2 plays in a row, and there's a foul on Tavares reaching in. And that was the foul we talked about. Or is it on Musa? If it's on Musa, that's number 2. But I believe it's Tavares reaching in. Punter well defended right there using the body. And watch Tavares right here. Gonna reach in and get a shot at the face. And that's Eddie's first foul of the game, so keep an eye on that. If he gets a second one quick, Juice is gonna have to make some decisions here. Mozzart off to Lede. Lede pulls up from deep. That's a little bit long off the back of the rim. Mozzart with the loose ball rebound. Sets things back up for Partizan. Now to the basket. Back to Smalagic. Almost loses it. Now he does lose it off the deflection. Goes out of bounds with 4.6 to go on the clock. Smailagic looking aggressive tonight, going to the basket offensively. See that ball off of Anga's elbow. Again, only 4.6 to go on the shot clock. See what Zelko has set up. Smailagic from 3. That's short off the mark. That's 2 threes in a row missed by Partizan. Mozzart to the hoop. Goss now. 2-man game with Tavares. With a 9 in the game, they're going to let him shoot that 3 and stop Tavares' penetration down low. But down there, once Eddie gets the ball, there's no stopping him. But you saw the difference in the rotation right there. And Daye is not Yabusele from deep, so you don't have to respect it as much. And on the cut down, there's Punter coming over and helping out Tavares, but Tavares follows through with the offensive rebound. Should probably say loose ball rebound. Anga just threw one up, and now Tavares will go to the line. He rattles that one home. Tavares 2 for 2. Starting off strong, but you attack him on the other side. Smailagic take him to the hole and try to get that second foul on him quick. The 2 fouls here in the first quarter. They make Chus Mateo make some serious decisions. Punter coming off the pick. Punter stops, pops, and drops. Kevin Punter's first shot since game 2 is nothing but money over the top of Eddie Tavares. Goss to the hoop. Dished off Tavares this time. Throws it down with a great dish from Williams Goss. 2-man game up top. Smailagic going to pop out. It's Leday now trying to take the young guy. Leday, watch the turnaround. Leday with that one-hand soft touch, but he's short. 25 points in game 4, and it, same exact move right there. Going back into the big man, Tavares. They took away this turn on Tavares, and here comes Leday off to Madar. Madar all by himself. Well defended that time by Partizan, and a play, smart play by Punter to get rid of that ball and get it down the court to a wide open Madar. Now inside and Daye off to Tavares. He's going to get fouled, but I believe that's going to be on the dish off. So he won't be going to the line. That'll be out of bounds with a new 14. That's 2 quick ones on Smailagic, so his aggressive start got him in trouble off defensively. As he goes to the bench, and it's Matias Lesort checking in the game probably a little bit sooner than Zelko wanted him to. Now an errant pass, well defended by Madar, as Tavares overthrows Williams Goss, and that's a turnover for Real Madrid. Make that number 2 for Los Blancos. Madar brings so much energy on offense and defense for Partizan. We'll see how much time he gets as he comes off the pick from the Zor into Papa Pedro over the top of Musa, but that's short. And that's going to be off Eddie Tavares. Lesort always causing problems down low. He doesn't stay. He doesn't give up on any shot. Whether he's got a chance at it or not, you're going to see him come all the way over the back of front of Tavares right there and force Tavares to not grab 2 hands on it. Papa Pedro all by himself down low. That was an easy look from the out-of-bounds play. As a coach, you hate to see that. Giving up easy looks like that to a great offensive team like Partizan. Daye, see how long he's going to be out there for. He's a little bit of a liability offensively, as Madar is going to pick up another foul. That's going to be 3 on Partizan. As Goss puts on the brakes, draws the contact. See, Musa got caught up in the pick from the Zor. Actually got caught up twice. Goss now. 2-man game with Tavares. puts the brakes on again, stops, pulls up, and waves Goss with that high arcing jumper. And Adamanga almost got the steal on Kevin Punter's. Partizan trying to push this game up as fast as they can. They want an upbeat game, controlling the tempo. You see Madar getting it up. Anga pleading his case to see if that went out on Punter, but it's Partizan's ball. Madar stops. He's going to be long on that one as he's taking into account the Tavares factor. Anga now off to Busa. Busa up, nowhere to go, but he does get the dish off to Dyer. It's the easy dude, the young man. Ties this thing up at 8. The assist from Jana Musa. Punter now fouled by Anga, trying to get over the pick from the sword. You expect it. If anybody watched Game 5 last night between Olympiacos and Fenerbahce Beko, you expect a physical contest, as we saw last night, and an amazing game between those two teams and an amazing series. Congratulations to Olympiacos for punching another ticket 2 years in a row to the Final Four. Now Madar had a look. This time he didn't want to take it, though. Now he's going to get himself in a little bit more trouble. Going up over to Anga. Oh, man. Yeah, Madar making life difficult, but knocking it down with the fadeaway over the top of Adam Anga. Goss one more time to the basket. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looks like it's Partizan ball. Goss is asking for a coach's challenge, but I don't think, maybe a little bit too early to try that one out. Way off his knee right there. You don't want to waste a challenge. Madar now already with 4 points, looking into Lede. Trying to take it at Ndaye. Fadeaway. Ndaye throws it. 5 on the clock. Madar's going to eat it, but it's Papa Petru. Turnaround, fadeaway. Papa Petru off the mark. And Ndaye screaming as he rips down the board. Gets it up to Goss. Anga to the hoop. Watch out. Adam Anga up and under. That's going to be a foul. As Anga will go to the line for 2. And we have 3 4s on the game clock. 4:44 to go, and I believe we're going to have a media timeout right here as both teams walk over the bench. Partizan with a 2-point lead, 10-8. You see the block by Ndaye over Zach Lede. Nothing but ball right there. And the 2-point lead by Partizan as we go in our first timeout of the day at 4:44 to go here in the first.
There's a feeling that spreads across the skin, increasing your heart rate and cramping your entire body. You get it when beholding the unexpected, the extraordinary. There's nothing to worry about. We've built up that thrill with every block, with every assist or clutch shot that leads to the moment when everything settles, because it's your emotion that unites us.
Final 4, here we go. Alec Peters texting, tweeting. We are Olympiacos, and they will be traveling to Lithuania in a week's time. You're seeing them up there, along with Barcelona. Those are the 2 teams that have already qualified. You see Mathilde Lessard right there. Look at that. The rebound leaders of this season is Resort in first place. 37 games played, 7.2, but there's Tavares sneaking up right behind him at 6.6 rebounds a game in third position. Matthias Lazard has been relentless, averaging around 3 rebounds a game. There's Dante Draper checking at the game. William Wancho, the brothers also checking out the game tonight. All the stars are out here for Real Madrid. Dante Draper, an ex-Real Madrid player. That is pretty much set up home here. He loves the city. He's always showing up. Of course, the brothers also showing up for the big games. Zanga ties things up. punter now against Anga. Had Lizort for a minute. Lizort wasn't looking at the rock, though. And now they got to come back and play that two-man game one more time. Tavares gets out on that one. Lizort's going to get fouled by Anga. Again, it doesn't matter where the ball goes. Matthias Lizort will go after it. And as a guard with a long rebound, you're going to watch what Anga does here. He gets the block out. He's going to get the push as Lizort gets off his feet, which is going to be where the foul is going to be called. It's such a tough call to take as a guard, because you're asked to protect that foul line. You're asked to get those long rebounds. And when the big man's out there, you block him out. And you get called for the foul. You see Adam Anga pleading his case, but it was a little bit of a push there. But more importantly, it's Anga's second foul. Punter off the pick. Punter short. Ooh, Anga got a little piece of the net. That could have been called. Zach Leday is going to be called for the foul and Ndaye the rebound. Watch that ball come off the rim. There's Anga. Could have been called for a goaltender right there as he got some of the net. Instead, it's a foul on Leday, which will send Ndaye to the foul line for 2. Now to the bench as Exum checks in the game. It's the point where Kevin Punter goes in the point guard position. Although he's had the ball in his hands a lot here so far throughout this game. He'll share it a little bit more with Exum now. The young man, Ndaye, continuing a nice little roll in the first 6 minutes of the game as Chus Mateo decides to go with the 18-year-old here. All EuroLeague fan voting is open. Fans take part. Get on to www.euroleague.net and vote for your favorite players. Madrid's defense now taking over as Anga with his 2 fouls goes to the bench. Rudy Fernandez checks in. Fernandez had some pivotal minutes in game 3. Played well here in game 2. Points in that game 2 effort, even though it was a losing effort, as Partizan now trying to tie things up. Punter draws the foul. That's going to be a 15 foul, so that'll send Punter to the line for 2. Ndaye right there getting on the reach in. Williams Goss got stuck from behind. The foul called. Ndaye's already got 4 points here tonight. Early on, a couple rebounds, also leading his team in both categories. Punter, solid from the line throughout the season. Punter had 40 points in the first 2 games of the season. Still has more points than the majority of the players for both Real Madrid and Partizan. Ndaye gets a big round of applause as Ademir Zoni coming in. So Ndaye kind of substituting for Yabusele, substituting for Gabby Deck, kind of going in multi-role. Does a great job in that first 6 minutes, let's say 10 seconds of this first quarter. Now Musa on to Goss Tavares. Now the 2-man game. Goss up over the top. Williams Goss is feeling it in this series. Ex-Partizan player himself. Did work in game 3. Now he wants to finish up game 5 the same way. Lizort down low. Nice play by Rudy Fernandez. As you know, Rudy, as Lizort does up in the air over the top of the rim, Rudy does it on the floor. Watch Rudy come flying from the other side. He's got the help side. Got the clean steal, but couldn't get possession of it and went out of bounds. Only leaving Partizan with 11 seconds on the clock. Madrid not giving up the easy one this time. Punter Papapetru from deep knocks down to 3. And that's a big shot right there for Partizan as they take the 1-point lead. That's the first 3 made by either team, as Madrid has only shot 1 so far, going 0 for 1. Musa to the hoop, loses the handle at first, and sidesteps and goes up to the left over the sword. Gives his team the lead back as we continue to go back and forth here. What else do we expect? Exum to the hoop. Exum gets fouled going in. Rudy Fernandez going to be called with that one. Rudy didn't like the call because the ball was kind of loose. You see it get touched right there by Arzonia. But Exum will have 2 to go anyways, as Musa makes a strong move for his first 2 of the game. Partizan missed 9 foul shots at home. Game 4, which is another big issue for them. They couldn't hit the 3s against the zone that we haven't seen here yet tonight. But I'm sure as this game goes on, if Partizan gets a little lead, or starts to feel confident offensively, Goss to the basket, throws it up. Nothing going on. Papapetru with the rebound. Here comes Punter. Punter had Nunnally, and now I think Tavares is going to be called for number 2 right there. And that's happening with 2:30 to go in the first quarter as Tavares goes down. Watch Mozzart smartly puts on the brakes, and Tavares runs him over. You know, that's a great play by Matthias Mozzart right there. There's 2 different ways to take it at Tavares, and that's one way. Now Anthony Randolph checks in the game. Randolph just coming back from being out for so long. He's struggled in the lineup, finding his rhythm and finding it, especially defensively. And you remember the games where Tavares, the times when Tavares are not in the game, it's been all Partizan. So right now, Chus Mateo is going to have a big decision to make with 2:30 to go here in his first quarter and another 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now Randolph does bring something to the game that Tavares doesn't bring, and that's the ability to hit that outside 3. But it's a small lineup for Real Madrid. And Željko Obradović already had his small lineup in with just Matthias Mozzart. So interesting coaching strategies coming from both sides. Arzonia at your 4 spot, Randolph at your 5. Matthias Mozzart can dominate inside against both of those players. Get those votes in for y'all EuroLeague team. Get them in quick too. You got the first team and the second team voted until, I believe it was May 10th or May 11th. If it's May 10th, that's today. So you better get your votes in. Partizan now up 3 with Tavares on the bench. Musa to the basket. And he's going to get fouled by Punter. He's going to go to the line for 2. There you see the foul by Punter right there, getting a lot of that wrist as Musa goes to the line. That's Punter's first foul. The sort also on 1. Even though Punter automatically raised his hand, he knew he got the foul, but he wanted to make sure that the refs didn't accidentally call that on his big boy Lasort and give him his second foul, as they got Tavares on the bench right now. Musa good on number 1 from the line, giving him 3 points on the evening. They've got 2 for 2. Let's see how Partizan changes offensively without Tavares in the game. They try to go inside a little bit more. Remember, last time Tavares had foul trouble in Partizan, they played a lot more zone when he was in the game, so you know that's probably coming. Here we go, Lasort inside against Randolph. He's going to bully him, go up. And he's just off on his shot. It's a good move from Matthias Lasort, but he couldn't get it to go. Now, Madrid back and forth, trying to take the lead down 1. Musa to the basket. Going to go up with that left. Gets it thrown from behind, a little strong off the back, but he's slow getting back. It's a 5-on-4. Lazard's open down the middle. Everybody's open as Musa couldn't get back in time. Now he's back. Exum to Punter. Randolph pulls the child. Nice D by Musa as he gets the block on Punter. Randolph slows things down. Got a minute 20 to go here in the first. Fernandez. Goss now to the hoop, fakes away, and he lost control of the ball. The Sword picks it up, and here comes Partizan, slowing things up a little. Exum wanted to take it at Rudy. Instead, he was Exum wait for the two-man game. Exum to the hoop with the floater, gets the roll over the top of Anthony Randolph in a nice two-man game, and it's a great shot. It's a great quick basket because now they got a 2-for-1. See what Madrid does with this possession, how far they can bring it down. And there's a foul, so there'll be a couple more possessions for each team. As none of them gets called for the foul, it'll be Musa going back to the line. See the block by Musa. 2 blocks already by Real Madrid. As Fabian Corsair is going to see his first action in a while. Hasn't played in this series yet. Been out with a fever. He traveled with the team to Partizan, but didn't get any action, didn't even suit up in those 2 games. And he always comes up big in big games. You've seen him in Final Fours over the years. You see him in ACB championship games coming up big. And he's a guy that sits back, doesn't say much, keeps it to himself, and just waits for his opportunity. And when he gets the opportunity, he steps up. See if he can do it tonight as Stefan Savic, Atletico Madrid soccer player, in the crowd here tonight. Musa already 2 for 2 from the line. Make that 3 for 3. How'd everybody else get a ticket to this game? And I couldn't get any tickets. Kevin Punter in his first game back, getting all the run in the first quarter. 4 points, 2 assists. As Musa now takes a rest, and it's Corsair coming in. You know Corsair's going to have some energy. He's ready to play. He's been out of the lineup for a little bit too long for his liking. And now Exum bringing things up over the half-court line. Are they going to go for the 2-for-1? And they are. And the foul's going to be up top on Rudy Fernandez. Rudy has a tough time guarding Exum on the open floor. And there wasn't much help there. But again, Exum looking for that 2-for-1 right there. And he got it. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. You see Randolph just had his back turned enough. And Fernandez gets the hand in. I think he's kind of lucky that they didn't call that an and 1. He called that foul a little bit early, because he definitely got him going up also on that shot. It should have been an and 1. It's both Rudy and Exum talking out. And Exum's like, come on, man, I was going to the basket. You done. Look at the look between the 2 of them. As Rudy just looked at the referee, Rudy's like, is it 2 shots? He's like, at least it's 2. In my opinion, it looked like it was an and 1, but Exum's going to go to the line for 2. He's already made a couple here tonight. He's at 4 points. Trying to give his team that 3-point lead one more time. Again, the fact that he took that ball to the basket against Fernandez with 35 seconds to go gives his team another possession offensively. You can go up 3 right here with the foul shot and get a stop and a score. The rhythm of this game changes quickly, but it's Chacho in the game now trying to change the rhythm. He relies so much on Eddie Tavares when Tavares is in the game, but this time it's off to Randolph. And you see what Chacho does. It's the quickness, it's the speed, and Anthony Randolph feeds off of it that time, as normally it's Tavares, but now they're going to spread out the floor. It's going to be Exum one more time against Rudy. Rudy's going to force him to the left, force him into the pick. Exum pulls up from deep. That's going to be off the mark. Mozzart can't get the rebound. He shot it way too soon. Herzonia's going to have a chance from deep. Herzonia off the mark. And it'll be both teams. Finally, seems like an eternity that first quarter, but it was an enjoyable one. And it'll be Partizan going into the lead, going into the first quarter with a 1-point lead, 23-22 right here at the WiZink Center. Check out some of these first quarter highlights. What did you expect? Nothing but excitement from both of these teams. They've given us so many basketball fans so much pleasure. Yeah, there is that ugly scene at the end of game 2, but there has been so much great basketball between these two teams over these last 4 games, and I'm sure they're coming back with it here tonight. And the first quarter is any indication of what we have for the rest of the night. It's going to be going right down to the buzzer one more time. Remember, we talked about the fact that at home, Partizan struggled in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter in games 3 and 4. And of course, that was without Kevin Punter. So we'll see exactly what goes on tonight. Chacho's in the game for, let me check it out here, all of 47 seconds. Got his first assist to Randolph right there, and just brings a different kind of energy to this team. Yeah, you got a team that's Goss is not a true point guard. Anga's not a true point guard. And when Chacho comes in, he just kind of changes the rhythm of the game because you finally got that point guard in the game. And you got your player of the quarter right there, Elian Daye, with an 8-point index rating, 4 points for him to block, a couple rebounds to boot. And the young 18-year-old getting it done early on. As you see Gabby Deck with a brace on his leg. As you see the brothers getting applause from the rest of the stands. Sitting front row tonight. And here comes Partizan with that 1-point lead in possession. Exum being aggressive offensively against Fernandez as much as he can. Punter hasn't got a rest yet, but he's rested in games 3 and 4. So Nunnally has been quiet offensively. Wants to take Rodriguez up, under, gets the foul. Wanted the and one right there, but I believe that foul is going to be called on Chacho from behind. You see now you go to the basket. There's, oh no, that was called on Anthony Randolph. Body contact. I thought that was called on Chacho for a minute, but it was Anthony Randolph. Not only money from the line, Partizan strong from the line here so far, 10 for 10. Both teams, I'm sorry, 9 for 9 is Partizan. Madrid's 10 for 10. See if they can tie that up right here. Game 5, baby, you gotta hit free throws. Both teams are getting that part of the game done anyways, but what really matters is the fourth quarter. Corsair, of course, wants to go left. They're gonna switch that every time. Now Chacho's calling Randolph up for the 2-man game. This is where Chacho excels. Stops, pops. Chacho for 3. Sergio Rodriguez again steps into the game, an assist and a 3. Shelko Obradovic is yelling at the bench. He can't believe it. Not only to Lazort. Lazort gets shut down. Exum now past Rudy to the basket. Up, under, off the rim. Knocked off the rim by Randolph. And that goes out of bounds on Anthony Randolph. And you got a new 14 on the shot clock. Sergio Rodriguez is just bringing back time here. He did it in games 3 and 4. And right now he's trying to do it in game 5. Fans back into it. Punter. Now the 2-man game with Corsair. Zonia. Unbelievably not called for a foul there. Kevin Punter from deep. And that's the one that Kevin Punter wanted right there. And that's going to make him feel good as he's got his 7th point to go along with 2 assists. And back to the 3-point lead. Chacho to Zonia. And Papa Pedro is going to be called for that foul, trying to bust through that pick by Anthony Randolph. No free baskets, no easy baskets, no easy picks. You got to try to bust through, and now it's going to be Funovich checking into the game. Papa Pedro going to the bench as he put in some good minutes for his team. 5 points for him. Chacho one more time looking for that two-man game. This time they switch it so he can't get the three. Corsair with the left slips down. Arzonia is going to push off to try to get to the basket. Throws the hook shot up. Arzonia's short. And Exit pulls down the rebound. He's so fast getting down the floor. But this time the ball is deflected. And we're going to see that's Chacho's second and a technical. And the technical's on the bench. That's going to be on Chus Mateo. I was going to say that was Chacho's technical, too. That was going to be 3 on him. You see Corsair come after. Chacho goes in, comes back, makes the contact from behind. Complains to the ref. Chus Mateo gets the technical foul. And that's going to send Kevin Punter to line for 1 and a possession for Partizan. Eddie Tavares still on the bench. You got to figure he's probably going to wait till about the 6-minute mark or so, or until Partizan starts to open his lead up a little bit. Right now it's at 4 with a good possession here. You can make this a 6 or 7 point game here. Excellent. Wanted to go one-on-one one more time. Nunnally taking Rodriguez a couple of times with his back to the basket. This time it's Stefanovic to the corner. Punter wants Corsair one-on-one, and that's going to be a foul up top on Corsair. And that's 3 quick ones for Real Madrid in under 2 minutes of the second quarter. Remember, both teams are shooting 10 for 10 from the free throw line, making 11 for 11 for Partizan after that technical. Sort gets it in just in time for Punter. Kevin Punter one more time, giving his team the 7-point lead. And why take him out if he's rested for the last 2 games? You're going to see him come off this handoff right here, and he just stops sideways and knocks it down with nothing but nylon. And Kevin Punter giving his team the 7-point lead. And you got to make a decision quick with Tavares if you're Chus Mateo in the 9-3 run to start this second quarter.
Vamos a estar altos siempre, todos los mano a manos. Todos los mano a manos. Vamos a atacarle. Está contigo. Vamos a jugar cuernos lados. Vamos, esos aplaudidores. Cuernos lados. Bien.
Del Real Madrid.
First 2 minutes of this third quarter, or second quarter. It's a big 9-3 run by Partizan to put them up 7. As Eddie Tavares still remains on the bench with those 2 fouls. And how long do you go till you see Eddie Tavares? And how long does Chus Mateo go until we see the zone defense come out? Not as easy to play zone with Kevin Punter in the game, although they did it in the second half, in the third quarter of game 2 here. And it was quite effective to get that back into the game, but it just wasn't enough to pull out a victory. And now, Madrid finding themselves down 7 in a precarious position right here. Needing some scores offensively. Chacho's been effective so far. Him and Randolph in the 2-man game. Back into Randolph. Randolph with the turnaround. Off the mark on the back of the rim. And Partizan one more time with the possession. It's Exum at the point guard ever since Menard went off. Taken over off the Nunnally and a set play from the out of bounds. Nunnally on the fake with Sort up and over Zonia and making it a 9-point game as you saw the back pick coming for Nunnally. He got around his defender and found Lazort on the bounce pass, and Tavares is up and ready to play again. And we'll see how they go after him. As Chus Mateo seated up, Chacho wanted to go one-on-one against Lazort. Well defended by Mozzart. Has to kick it out. Kosera's going to have to steal a step-back three. Foul! And one. And I'm not sure there's a double foul here because Nunnally went down also. And the three is going to... Let's see what they call here. The three is good by Kosera. No foul, so the foul was down low on the box out. You're gonna see down here, somebody, I think there's Zonia throws Punter to the ground. So that's gonna be the fourth team foul for Real Madrid, but the three does count. So now it's a 6-point game. Huge basket by Fabian Kosera there. And Tavares and the zone come out at the same time as Kosera goes to the bench. After making that three, Yui checks into the game. And here comes that zone pressure from Real Madrid, deflected by Rudy Fernandez. And let's see what Željko Obradović has come up with. He hasn't been able to be effective against his zone defense in games 3 or 4 in Partizan. Again, and that's Ledé's checking right in. He wants Ledé at the foul line. That was the most effective plays that he had against the zone, was Ledé in the paint throughout games 3 and 4. And now Obradović is going to call timeout, I believe, and make sure that his team remembers everything they talked about over the last 6 days. As this zone comes out, you'll expect Juice Mateo to come out man-to-man now, at least for this possession. But with 4 team fouls and Tavares on the floor, you might be risking it. Although Mozzart did just take a seat on the bench.
How you go? Immediately, Kevin, you will ask for the ball over here, okay? And Zach, you will turn over here to make big for James, okay? So, you will make big, yes. And he goes out, immediately big, take the ball over here. Everybody go to the ground and be ready. Be careful. Hey, he shot the ball, run back. Tavares inside. Our defense beginning of the game. X is this side. It is one player over here. So this player needs to be inside.
No guard penetration.
Not only do you hear Željko Obradović reminding his team what they worked out in the zone, they also remind them they're going back to the original defense they started with Tavares in the game, which is going to mean cutting off some of the penetrations and especially rotating when Tavares cuts down the middle and forcing the pass outside. There's Real Madrid, again, going right into man-to-man, as I said they would. They come out, set up zone, and then they went right into man-to-man. Now they might go back to zone again. A little bit of confusion as Tavares throws up the 22 sign. The front of it stops on an inbounds pass. Can't get it to drop. Here comes Yui. Kicks it out. Fernandez from deep. Fernandez is short. The front of it with the rebound. Not only now trying to get himself into the game. He's got those 2 points against Chacho. Zone defense. Trying to get into the corners. There's Ledé. Nobody on the baseline there. You got to get someone cutting low on the baseline. Again, nothing there for Partizan, and they can't get an effective shot against the zone. You see a frustrated Željko Obradović. Can't believe that his team can't get a shot against the zone. A good look. 6 minutes to go here. It's a 6-point lead as Chacho wants a 2-man game with his big man Tavares. There's Tavares on the cut, up, over, top. Tavares dunk, throws it down. It's all the Chacho Tavares show right now. Point guard to the big man, and the zone defense making its mark here again. They don't hit that shot right there, they got no chance to win a game against the zone defense. They got to take the shot. They got to hit it. But Jefanovic might not be the man that you want taking that shot. Shots it one more time to the hoop. Kicks it over. Wide open Fernandez. Oh, he gave up a three as Tavares didn't see it coming. And it's picked off by exit Punter. Out to Nunnally. Nunnally doesn't miss that shot very often. James Nunnally, what a turnaround right there on the fast break. And Kevin Punter unselfishly giving up the ball to a wide open teammate. James Nunnally knocks it down for his first three of the night. Chacho again with the two-man game. They had the rotation from Punter. Zonia can't get it. Nice block out by Nunnally on Tavares. Tavares has to be careful going to the basket, getting offensive rebounds. Now Punter wants to pick and roll from the days. Madrid's forced to go in his zone. There's the pass. Oh! Tavares comes out of nowhere. Trevanovic is going to be stuffed at the rim. He comes out of the game. Zelko quickly pulls him after a couple missed shots. But this is the difference that Tavares makes, is he can cover the foul line, and he can also cover underneath the basket with just a step. You see him covering Punter at the foul line, gets back in time, and that block can't be any cleaner. Trevanovic tries to throw it down. But the big man who's leading the league with 2.2 blocks a game gets himself another one. Yui has it himself. And there's number 3 on Tavares right there. That's the biggest play of the game so far with 4:30 to go. And I'm going to tell you what, nobody likes the call, but it's not Tavares' fault. You see him moving right there. Chot's got the ball a little bit early. And you have to call that call if you're a referee because of the movement. And now Tavares has to go back to the bench. And you see Partizan's eyes lighten up right now as they're going to try to put the foot on the gas, as it's going to be Ndaye coming in to take over for the big man. Now the question is, do they maintain the zone? And it looks like there's another technical foul called. And let me check who that technical was on, because if that's on Tavares, that's going to be 4 for him. He's got 3 right now on the list as Nunnally hits the 3. I thought the first foul, technical foul was at Juice, but I guess that was a bench tech. I was a little concerned that Juice is out of the game with that second technical foul, but there was a bench tech earlier, and this time it was on Mateo. And an 8-point lead for Partizan, and Tavares on the bench. Nunnally now, wide open lane to the basket, dumps it off to the resort. And Ndaye gets his active hands on the rock. Musa back in the game to the boot basket, goes up at the left, and he's going to get a couple shots. There's Partizan. You see the Partizan players talking to each other. Leave the refs alone. Let's not get into it. Keep our composure. No problem. The foul's called. No big deal. Let's play it. We got an 8-point lead. Let him go to the line. Make his 2. We get the ball back. We got Tavares on the bench. Obviously, Tavares is not going to be in this game for the next 4 minutes. So it's so important for Madrid to keep this as close as possible, so that they can get the services of their big man back one more time early in that 3rd quarter. As Punter got himself enough rest, Zelko Bradovic calls him back off the bench, leading his team with 11 points. Musa with a miss and an active rebound, but it's given up as now Nunnally has a wide open lane. Now pop-up it through to the hoop and a dunk and a wide open break for Partizan as they got a lucky break off the missed foul shot by Musa that ended up in Ndaye's hands, and he couldn't hold on to it. And the fast break, it's Nunnally coming down. The pop-up it through goes up and throws it down, and now Partizan with a 9-point lead with 4 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Fans obviously not happy with the referees, but they have a bigger problem with the fact that Tavares is not in the game. Nobody liked that 3rd foul, that offensive foul call on Tavares up top, but there was some movement on that pick. And when you're a big man, that you're so important to your team as Tavares is, you just can't get fouls on offensive picks on 2-on-1 games. You check at the timeout. Choose Mateo.
Eli, entras fuerte aquí. Perdón, Madrid está aquí, abierto, entra fuerte al rol. Tienes que entrar al rol. Norte, bloqueas. Aquí está.
Well, the missed foul shot and the fast break that you just saw is the way to beat a zone defense. If you don't let the zone defense set up and you get yourself out, get defensive rebounds, steals, and run the break, and get easy baskets, you're not worried about playing against the zone, whether Tavares is in the game or not. Right now, as I said, these last 4 minutes are so important to Real Madrid, because that guy right there you see on your screen will not be back in the game. I can guarantee you that, unless Chus really wants to risk him picking up that fourth before the second half. Yuri now hasn't done much in this series. Wants to go to the hoop, and he can't get it done, and then Dyer tries to get the rebound. Sergio Yuri's had just not a good series. Only 8 minutes a game, 9 total points, had 4 assists. In game 1, he's 0 for 5 from the 3-point line in the series. So she's looking for a little bit of a miracle tonight as they go back to man now. Exum up top, trying to get into the resort against the young man, and Dyer's not going to give up. And there's a battle against each other, and Dyer's going to be called for the foul. And that's Real Madrid's already in the bonus. You see the battle right there. You see that arm go up. That's what the fans wanted. The sword is so physical. It's so aggressive. There wasn't a push-off by Lazort. Got his hands up there, though. Could have definitely been called. It's a second on Ndaye. Lazort knocks it down as a referee talks to the young man. Give him a little bit of explanation about what he did wrong there. Pedro also talking to him at the line. That's the dominance from the line. Partizan continues 14 for 14 for them. 5 offensive rebounds also for Partizan. Madrid only 2 for 6 from outside. Musa this time against Lazort. There'll be a foul on the floor. And Lazort has to be careful because that's his second. Remember, Smailagic also picked up his second foul early in the game. We'll see what Selko does here. I would keep Lazort in. Lazort's a more effective player against Ndaye. Yuri wants to get a look at it. Can't find it, though. Zonia. Now Madrid's got to find someone to step up with Tavares on the bench. Zonia using the body up over, tries that shot again. This time he gets the roll. He didn't the last time off the hook shot, but this time he gets it. Madrid's going to have a tough time defending Partizan, though, on this side of the court now. Zonia right against Lazort. And I love that about Lazort. I love that about a big man. When you know you got the advantage, don't wait. You know he's going to probably foul you, so take it to the hoop as fast as you can. As soon as he caught that ball, he realized it was on him. He felt the contact. He knew where Zonia was, and he went to his right and got to the hoop, and Matías Lazort will go back to the line one more time. And he's already 4 for 4 for the game. Zonia here getting a nice roll. Look at Ndaye just all over the place, trying to get those rebounds. Ten-point lead for Partizan. Make that 11 in Resort. Anthony Randolph looking on. Randolph had about 5.5 minutes of game time, scored a couple points, but he's back on the bench as Ndaye is trying to take Tavares' spot. Yuri's going to pull up from deep from 3, and he bricks that off the backboard. And here comes Exum. Watch out, because Exum gets down the court so quickly today. Ooh, had Lazort for a minute, could find one more time. It's against Zonia. This time, Nunnally's not giving him any space. They come down and double team him. Exum needs it to the hoop, floater, nothing there for Exum. And here comes Real Madrid wanting to run back. Anga Goss stops, pops, and he knocks down the 2. Waves up. Huge play right there for Real Madrid in transition defense. And the shot by Goss. Not letting Partizan set up their defense. Again, Mozzart. As Lede drops, Mozzart kicks it out. Nunnally pulls up from 3. James Nunnally with the defender all over him. Sergio Yu in his face. And Nunnally drops the 3 from deep to go up 12. Urzonia wants it from deep now. Urzonia's short. Exum loses the rebound. Here comes Exum one more time. Into Nunnally against Yui. See if he takes him to the hoop. You got a zone defense with Ndaye sitting in the middle. Exum from deep. This time it's Lede, stops at the foul line. Lede's short, not on the mark at all today. As Mozzart, that'll be Mozzart's 3rd foul, I believe. So it'll be Punter checking back into the game, as will be Madar. And let's see what, and Smilagas jumps off the bench, and that'll be for Mozzart as he picks up his 3rd with 1:18 to go. Madrid, again, just trying to hold on with Tavares on the bench. It'll be Musa back on the line. This will be Musa's 4th visit to the foul line here tonight. Leads his team with 7 points, but 5 of those are coming from the foul line. He rattles that one home. Remember the last time he missed? Papa Pedro got the dunk off the fast break. Who's an excellent foul shooter throughout the season. Knocks down both of those. Double-digit lead still remains for Partizan. Looks like Madrid's back in the zone. Punter wants it one more time. Kevin Punter rattles home a 3 for a 13-point Partizan lead. Kevin Punter, was he secretly waiting for a game 5? Did he want his team to lose 2 so he can come out? He's got 14 points, 3 assists already. Leading his squad. Goss wanted to do something. Oh, he shakes down Smilagas, stirs, spins up, under. Williams, Goss with a spectacular move. Woo. Gotta love when this guy gets it going. It's fun to watch. Talk about fun to watch. Punter kicks it off. Madar swings it over. Lede all by himself in the corner. Sack Lede for the 3. And now you start penetrating that zone and open up the corners. And it's a different game without Tavares in there. Madrid now wants 1 shot if they can. They're down 14. Goss, they switch. Punter on Ndaye. You know Goss is going to want to take it. They don't want to give it to Ndaye down low. And Moose is going to have another chance with 4. Fakes it, can't get it to fall. And a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Ndaye, I believe. So that'll send Partizan to the line with a half a second to go here in this first half. And the ability to get up by 16 points over Real Madrid on their home floor in the 5th game. Kevin Punter over here staring me down. Yeah, it's going to be Punter going to the line. Madar with a beautiful kick out to Lede. You see the bench knowing that Zach Lede was due. He was 0 for 3 from 2, 0 for 1 from 3. At that time, Lede knocks it down. Referee is now going to the table
and
for
now
official
put
review.
normal speed, please.
You see there where they call the foul. Punter's going to go to the line. I'm not sure who they call that foul on. It might have been Ndaye. I believe they call it mark 30. Yeah, that's Ndaye because he got his 3rd right now as Punter. has a chance, as I said, to give his team a 16-point lead here going into halftime. And it's quiet down the crowd with Eddie Tavares on the bench. And another one. And you're going to get a quick switch as Punter goes to the bench. Won't take any crazy chances here. Half a second to go. With the long one just short off the mark, and Partizan has a lot of work to do, but right now it's Real Madrid has a lot more as they go into the locker room down 16 points with a huge second quarter. 32 points for Partizan, 17 for Real Madrid, and a 16-point lead as we go down and talk to Kevin Punter, hopefully the MVP of this first half.
Kevin, 55 points in that first half. What was working for you guys offensively?
A lot of things, but we just got to stay focused, stay locked in.
What's going to win this for you guys in the second half?
Stay focused and locked in, that's it.
All right, my man.
Focus and locked in, that's all Kevin Punter's worried about right now. As now we go talk to Zana Musa, who had himself a nice little half, but finds his team down 16 points here going into the second half.
John, on 16-point game going into halftime, what's going to get you guys back into this game?
I think we got to do better. That's it.
Thanks.
That's a quick answer right there from Zana Musa. Definitely don't want to be interviewed when you're down 16 on your home court. Remember, no team has lost the 5th game on their home floor yet. There's still an opportunity going on in Monaco, but there's definitely one going on here. It could happen twice in one night, something that's never happened before. But also, no team is lost with a 2-0 lead either, which can also still happen, even though that 16-point lead is giving Partizan some cushion. As you see your head-to-head right there, Kevin Punter with 16 points and 3 assists.
Turkish Airlines, 7 days, BKT, Adidas, Fedcom, Adu Prime, and Ultimate Champions. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Here's your first half highlights, and through the first quarter it was pretty even, but there's that man right there in the second quarter. Open things up without Eddie Tavares in the game. Tavares pulling that 3rd foul on an offensive charge call on a legal screen. And that is all that you can imagine that Real Madrid did not want to have happen tonight. Tavares' presence is so important to this team, especially without Deck in the game, without Yabaselli. Their inside presence is diminished greatly. As you see Tavares right there being able to cover foul line and basket, but you can't do it sitting on the bench. And I would have a feeling that Jesus Mateo has a big decision to make coming out of halftime on whether to put him out there and expose him to that 4th foul quickly in the 3rd quarter, because you're down 16 and you need to make a move quick. So you might want to make that risk, take that risk, get Tavares back on the floor. As you see the game stats right here. 100% from the free throw line, 18 for 18. A lot of free throws by both teams. 13 for 14 for Real Madrid. Also, rebound advantage. And we'll be back here for the second half in just a little bit.
Hi, my name is Tomas Adransky.
And my name is Jan Vesely.
And we are from Barcelona.
Hello.
Wait, we are not from Barcelona. We play for Barcelona.
We play for Barcelona.
Again, let's go. Hey, focus.
But put it up.
Take 137. Hey, my name is Tomas Adransky.
And my name is Jan Vesely.
And we play for Barcelona.
Okay, so when is your last season that you played in the EuroLeague? This is good to know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's actually, you actually don't know this question or the answer. That was 6 years ago. We lost Game 5 against Lokomotiv Kuban, so thanks for bringing that up.
No problem.
That was a well-fought series. Before, when I play EuroLeague, it was the group stages, top 16 and all this. Now we play against everybody. How difficult that makes the EuroLeague now?
But now, you know, it's more competitive. You know, every game is, you know, is difficult. So there is no easy game. There is no on the road easy game. Well, me, 2010, going to Final Four with Partizan. Some teams we didn't even play until the Final Four. So I would say now is
the quality will show up.
You know, you have to be ready. You have to be always ready, always prepared for tough games.
Final teaming up in a club scene. What do you think we can take from national team to Barca?
Honestly, we'll take our craziness, what we have, and the things we do, you know, our communication on the court and off the court. It's been great last 12, 13 years.
It's been great because he's one of the person, or I'm the one of the person.
You are talking too much.
Who he picks the phone to.
Yes.
You don't pick up phone.
Yeah, I don't pick up the phone, but yeah.
Lately you've been picking up the phone, so that's good.
To you.
Yes, I know.
What do you most love about each other?
It has to be hate and love, no? I don't know, man.
No, but I have a hate and love. I have
both things.
I have only one answer. You talk too much.
It's true.
The energy you bring and just the positivity, also the negativity sometimes, that you turn into positivity, which is weird to me. I don't know how you do it.
Okay, so one thing I love about him lately is that he's very caring. The thing I hate about it's more on the court that you don't dunk anymore. That was the thing that I loved about you for the alley-oops.
Yes, but now, okay, I dunk when I have to.
A country steeped in basketball history, set to host the biggest basketball event on the continent. The EuroLeague Final Four heads to Kaunas.
It's number one. You know the saying that it's a second religion, so it's the pride. Historically, it's the pride and the symbol of freedom, so that's why the support is there, and I'm sure it will never go away.
I think that Kaunas is one of the biggest basketball cities in all of Europe, if not the world. They produce a lot of great players, a lot of great history in Kaunas and Žalgiris specifically. So for them to host it, I think is big for the club, big for the city, and pushes the narrative that Kaunas is one of those top cities in the world for basketball.
Of course, for the city of Kaunas, this is a big responsibility. Lithuanians love basketball. Basketball is number one, so I think our city, our country deserve Final Four, and now also one more dream come true.
With fans from across the globe preparing to make the journey to Lithuania, the country will host the end-of-season showpiece for the first time in EuroLeague history.
Final Four is the biggest event in club basketball in Europe, by far. It's like a celebration. As soon as you can see that, you know, Final Four tickets were on sale, a lot of Lithuanians bought it because, you know, they know that it's 1 in 10 years opportunity to come and see the best stars at home. So it's going to be a celebration for the city and the country, I'm sure.
It's a huge event. We are waiting. I have tickets too to Final Four, and I'm inviting all who have the possibility, who have time to come to our beautiful country, beautiful city Kaunas, and of course Žalgirio Arena. We have always a very crazy atmosphere.
What will be happening here when on the Final Four, that will be wow. I think 24/7 it will be a festival, basketball festival, day and night.
They have to expect really loud fans and that there is a lot of traffic here.
I think it's a great recognition for the city. Everybody here loves basketball. I think the atmosphere will be felt all around the city. I think Kaunas, the city of Kaunas, deserves it. They've been working for it for a while, so it's great that they got it.
Lithuanians love basketball more than anything, and I think especially in Kaunas, so I think they're going to enjoy every single second.
Kaunas is a capital of basketball in Lithuania. I think all time was like this, and I think will be a good event with a good atmosphere, with good games, with good fans, and I think will be perfect.
As attention turns to Kaunas, a basketball spectacle for the ages awaits.
Turkish Airlines, 7 Days, BKT, Adidas, Fedcom, Ardu Prime, and Ultimate Champions. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Welcome back here inside the WiZink Center. Score remains the same as when we went away. And it's Real Madrid being the first team out on the floor shooting around as we look inside with 5.5 minutes to go until we start this ever so important half for both of these teams to try to get their ticket punched to that Final Four. It'll be the last spot remaining as you got a tight game going on in Monaco also. You see Kevin Punter right there leading all scores with 16 points. Nunnally also coming up big with 9 for his team. But the story here, and there's your game center right there. AS Monaco, the 2-possession lead, 88-82 in the fourth quarter. That's late in the game. I think there's about 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Wade Baldwin with 23 points. Maccabi trying to pull off that road win over Monaco. If not, it's going to be Monaco going to the Final Four. They missed their opportunity in Game 5 last year, losing at Olympiacos, just like Fenerbahce did last night. And this time, it's AS Monaco that could be going to Kaunas. Just a couple minutes left, and that 6-point lead. And who will be joining them as we go down and talk to Chus Mateo here and see what he has to do with his team here to get back into it in the second half. And talk about Eddie Tavares possibly.
Chus, 55 points in that first half you guys gave up. The zone wasn't quite working at the end of the second quarter. What's got to improve on the defensive end?
Yeah, we have to improve everything on the defense. It's not easy for us to play with so small players, but anyway, we will try. We are going to come back for sure.
How long until we see Tavares?
How long?
How long until we see Eddie Tavares?
We need to play with him.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
That's a great question right there. That's the question I got. You got to, talking to a lot of people here in this 5 minutes I had as a break, is you got to figure out what to do with Tavares. I mean, you can't let this league get any bigger. Madrid hasn't been able to play without any big men, as Chus just said. So I think you almost have to take your chances. If you do it, it's a good decision. If you do it, it could be a bad decision. If you don't do it, it could be a bad decision. Either way, now we're going to talk to Zelko, who's ever so cautiously holding on to this 16-point lead and makes sure his team stays focused.
Coach, you handled that first quarter emotion. You got Eddie in foul trouble. What else could you have asked for from your team in that first half?
To keep going like first half. We need to understand that we play against Real Madrid. A lot of character inside of this team. So we need really to be focused and concentrate everything that I talked before the game, 40 minutes.
55 points in the first half. Are you going to keep pressing on the offensive end?
55 points is because we share the ball, we play smart. Even though some decision offensively I'm not okay, but it's part of the game.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Now you know she's playing against Real Madrid. Real Madrid's not going away. Remember the third quarter in Game 2 when they were down 16-17. They came back and got it within 6 points. And now you see the shot zone. Madrid had no points off of turnovers, no second chance points, and no fast break points. But you see what Partizan has done in that first half. 9 off a turnover, 5 second chance points, and of course the fast break points at 4. So Partizan offensively, that's just the way of them to stop Real Madrid from setting up that zone defense. And I don't think the zone defense matters really much without Tavares in it, as we some of the images there from the first half. And that guy's the story of the game so far, is suspended for 2 games because of what happened at the end of Game 2 here. Wasn't able to play in Games 3 and 4. And he couldn't wait to get back on the floor, and he showed it in the first half with those 16 points and 3 assists. And Dye getting the call without Deck and without Yabusele in the lineup. So 20 minutes to go here. We got about 1:15 until we start this second half, the last 20 minutes. This will be your last 20 minutes of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs. You got Kevin Punter as your best performer with 12 points and a 16-point index rating. Let's check out some of his moves here tonight. And as I said, he kind of let the game come to him. I mean, he scored 4 points in the first quarter. Wasn't going after it very much. He scored 12 in that second quarter. Only took 2 shots, missed 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Ended up going 3 for 5 in the second, well, in the first half. 16 points, but add those assists to it also. And you see what Kevin Punter means to this team after watching games 3 and 4. Remember, I talked about that fourth quarter stat in the last 3 minutes of both games. Partizan was a combined 3 for 16 from the floor, 1 for 8 in game 2 or game 3, and 2 for 8 in game 4. So Tavares does come out here to start the second half. And if you can get a run with Tavares in the game, maybe go to a 10-2 run, get this thing down under 10 points, you maybe they give Tavares a little break and have him for the entire fourth quarter, sitting on 3 fouls. But that is your key right there, number 20. We knew it was the key to the game no matter what tonight. And now it's all about foul trouble, whether it is over his offensive production. He needs to stay away from fouls. Does Partizan chase him down, go after him, attack him, and see if they can get the 4th foul as Madrid comes right out in that zone. Smailagic sits at the foul line. Kind of where you want to get the ball. Madrid's not wasting any time to play that zone and put Tavares back out. Jesus Mateo knows it's do or die time. Smailagic can't do much off the dribble. Madar kind of holds the ball. Now it's 3 seconds. Papapetru to the basket. Well defended, and there's a shot clock violation, but they're going to get the fast breaker. Zonia to the hoop, up and over Punter as he throws it down. Kevin Punter looks at Papapetru and says, shoot the ball. What are you doing, my man? As Madar almost gets it ripped by Goss at half court. This is how Madrid has come back into games, by being strong defensively. Even though they're in zone, they play it tight, man-to-man, off the ball. You see it coming right here. Now Lede to the hoop. Lede stops with that little floater off the mark. Tavares knocks it out. Here comes Real Madrid. This is the start you wanted. Shut down the lane to Ambusa. Goes up to Tavares all by himself. Tavares tries to lay it in, but couldn't get his feet set. Madar now. Can they get the fast break before Tavares gets down? They couldn't get it done. So now they're going to try to run the 2-man game. Punter shakes off the block. Madar again. Partizan doesn't want to shoot from deep, but that guy does right there. Kevin Punter looks up to the sky, throws a kiss, and knocks down another 3 from deep, and that'll take Madrid out of the zone if you make a couple more of those. But you got to have other guys ready to throw the ball up. Madar's not looking at hoop. Papapetru's not looking at hoop. Honda looks for the hoop, and then as he get it, here comes Lede on the fast break. They got open players, and it's Punter. One more time, they leave. Kevin Punter can't believe he missed that one. Great fast break by Partizan. Zonia. Madrid just looking for anybody to have offense. Zonia thrown by Smailagic. Again, a 3-on-2 break. Papapetru to the hoop, and he's going to get fouled by Anga at the basket. And goes down. Anga's not going to give up the easy one. Couple big fast breaks right there. I talked about that. If you get the fast breaks, you get the stops on one side, you don't give Madrid time to set up in that zone offense. Smailagic right there with a huge block on Zonia. And there's Zonia's dunk. First fast break points for Real Madrid of the game right there. Still find themselves down 17 with Giannis Papapetru going to the line, makes the first one. Madrid started as good as they can that quarter with a couple stops. This time, Papapetru off the mark. That's the first miss of the game. 19 for 20 for Partizan. Any little thing helps for Real Madrid right now to try to inch their way back into this game. Tavares gets the ball a little bit too far from the hoop. Musa trying to use that body. And they're going to call the basket good. He got fouled on one side of the basket, and they're going to get Musa the continuation on the reverse side. Zelko Rada just shakes his head as he can't believe Smailagic let him get to the hoop like that, as he calls for Matthias Lesort right away. Smailagic with his third. Musa doing everything he can with 11 points and 5 rebounds here tonight. Gonna get an and one. Nothing but nets. Back down to 15. Little full court pressure now by Real Madrid. Partizan, you want to attack it if you can. You know when you got the lead, you want to take some time off the clock. But you don't want to take too much and get yourself bad shots. Like right now with 4 on the clock, you're in a one-on-one situation. Madar's got to put it up, and that's the bad shot I was talking about. Ledet taps it out. Here comes Real Madrid on the fast break. Musa's got it going to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. Madar throws it out. This looks like he stepped on the line. Even though Papa Pedro tried to make the right play and let it go. I think Madar stepped on the line or the ball landed on the line, one or the other. Let's see right here. Yeah, he stepped out of bounds and the ball also went out. Madrid's ball with 14 to go. Shot clock again. Partizan had a couple looks. Madar, oh, what a save right there by Williams-Goss. Now to the hoop. Williams-Goss off their zone here. Zone with another dunk on the baseline cut. As the defense got taken out of position on the dangerous pass out to half court. Lesort now at the foul line. Punter up top. You're not worried about Lesort taking that shot, but you are worried about Punter. Punter came. Oh, Matthias Lesort off the putback, throws it down on the Punter miss. And now Anga, or Goss to the basket, gets it thrown by Papa Pedro, but Anga picks up the rebound and gets the easy 2. Madrid doesn't want to trade baskets right now, but it's the zone that they're going to be counting on. And there's a kick ball right there. That's the cut I've been looking for Partizan, is that backdoor cut on the baseline. As you see the block shot by Papa Pedro, but Anga cuts through the middle. Pulls it down. Partizan just wants to continue to hang on this lead as long as they can. Punter, one more time, he's going to be fouled by Musa. Musa's never liked a call, I can tell you that. Real Madrid already with 2 technical fouls, 1 on the bench, another one on their coach. You don't want any players getting any technicals. That's Musa's 2nd foul right there. Definitely got some arm contact right there. No players like to be called for that foul, but especially with a lot of the contact that goes on during the game. Ledet picked up by Goss. Ledet can go up and over Goss. One hand, Ledet can't get the roll. Lesort all over the boards, but can't get it. As it's now Musa looking for an opening to the basket. Kicks it out. Anga wants from deep. Out of Anga from deep as he looks off Partizan's bench and puts his team back to within 10 points here. This is the run that Real Madrid needs in the 3rd quarter. 12-6 to start things off. Papa Pedro doesn't look at the basket again. Waste of time. Punter will take it from deep though. Oh man, Kevin Punter getting it done from the top of the key. 13 points now. The lead halfway through this 3rd quarter. Musa hasn't shot a 3 yet. He puts that one up. Zana Musa. And they're going to call a foul on Musa. We saw that already before. The basket is good, but the foul is going to be on Zana Musa. Let's see the leg come. Yeah, you see the leg come up there. He throws that leg up often, and you see it. It's a good call by the referees. The basket does count, but the foul is on Musa. There's Musa's first 3 of the night. Also his 3rd foul, though. And more importantly, he gets his team back to within 10 points. fans back in the game also. Exum now checks in. Nunnally, who had a nice first half, trapped Mozzart. This time back to Nunnally. Nunnally to the corner for Exum. Exum from 3. Exum drills it from the corner. We talked about the fact that they needed to hit threes, and right now that's 10 for 16 for Partizan. 13-point lead one more time as both teams exchanging threes here in the third quarter. Goss thrown by Mozzart, but that's going to be a foul. And that's number 3 on Mozzart, so you got Spylagic now with 3. Matthias Mozzart with 3. He doesn't like that call, as he might have got a little arm check. But referees are being consistent on the majority of these calls. As you got the 4th foul on Matthias Mozzart right there. I'm sorry, I confused that one. There must have been one called on him earlier that I missed. 4 fouls on Matthias Mozzart. He's going to have to go to the bench. Remember, you got Spylagic with 3. So we'll see what Coach Obradovic does with this 13-point lead. And here's our Turkish Airlines flight time. Matthias Mozzart setting the pick on Chacho Rodriguez. Going to the hoop, throwing it down over Mario Urzonia. Urzonia pleads his case for a couple flight times. He's hit a couple dunks. But your Turkish Airlines EuroLeague flight time is going to Matthias Mozzart. And there you see AS Monaco welcome to Kaunas as they get the 11-point victory over Maccabi. Played Dika Tel Aviv. Give Maccabi some love on a great season that they've had, taking Monaco to a 5th game. But you got to throw out more love to AS Monaco. As 2 years in this league, they went to the 5th game against Panathinaikos, against Olympiacos last year, and lost that one. Now taken to another 5th game this year, but this time the home court advantage was the difference, and the ticket is punched for AS Monaco, and still remains that the home team has not lost a Game 5 in EuroLeague history so far, as Monaco clinches that 5th game at home. And right now, with a 13-point deficit, Madrid is looking to not be that first team, as Williams Goss is doing everything he can with 9 points and a couple assists to keep that from happening. Goss 2 for 2. Back to 11 points. Exum, Punter, and none of the guys you got to be looking for. Today's had a quiet night, only 3 points. Guy that's averaging double figures in this series. Exum can't find anything around Goss. Off to Nunnally, back to Exum. Exum just hit one from the other corner a minute ago. He's short this time. Look at the rebound by Papapetru, and that'll go to the line for 2. As Madrid can complain all they want about that foul right there, but you cannot let Papapetru get in. Watch him sneak in and get that offensive rebound against Williams Goss. There's no box out on the Greek as he goes to the basket. Now he's going to get 2 free throws. And that's the 4th foul on Eddie Tavares. I wasn't sure who that was going to be called on. And all the Madrid fans were fearing that it was going to be on the big man, and it definitely is. So now, 12-point lead. Juice Mateo looking over the floor, looking over his bench, looking at all his options. Eddie Tavares, 4 fouls. You got Matthias Mozzart on the other side with 4 fouls. Papapetru hits both free throws to put his team back up 13. And now, decisions are to be made by Juice Mateo in his first season in a 5th game at home against Partizan. Tavares cuts to the basket, well stopped by Partizan defensively. Now, see if Lede tries to pick up an offensive foul right there, but it's Papapetru coming over. Only 2 fouls. They're fine with that foul. Papapetru says he knows what he's doing. Relax. See him come over. He's going to try to get the steal. Go for the steal. If you can get an arm, you get an arm. If you get the ball, You got another possession with a 13-point lead. Ledé says, don't come over and help me, I got him. But that's only the third team foul for Partizan with 3:49 to go here in the third. Let's see what happens these last 4 minutes. Can Madrid get themselves back into this game and get some momentum going into the fourth? Goss is the guy who's been keeping them in it. He tries to flow one in. He's a little bit off the mark there as he pushes it off to the right. And here comes Partizan. Nunnally. Woo! Nunnally got away with a travel right there. And all the fans know it on the right side of the building. 10 to go on the shot clock. Out to Ledé. Ledé from deep. Sack. Ledé forces Chus Mateo and Real Madrid to take a timeout. 16-point lead for Partizan as they take the punch from Real Madrid early in the third quarter, and they come back and tie things up here at 17 and maintain that 16-point halftime lead. You see it on your TV. 72-56. Partizan Mozzart. Belgrade trying to find their way to count us with 3:22 to go here in the third. Let's check into one of our timeouts here with Real Madrid.
Vamos a ir cara a cara, cara a cara.
¡Vamos, para! ¡Que vamos! ¡Esos aplaudidores!
Rudy, tú en la punta.
¡Esas palmas!
No, Chacho, tú en la punta. Rudy aquí.
¡Esas gargantas!
Pus aquí. Eddie aquí. ¿Vale? Vamos a hacer. ¿Vale?
¡Vamos, chicos! ¡Vamos!
Face to face, Chus Mateo said, cara a cara. That means man to man. They're done with the zone. They got to play man to man straight up. They're down 16 right now. They have to make something happen here. Eddie Tavares with his fourth foul hasn't made much of a difference here in the second half, either offensively or defensively. Tavares had 6 points at the end of the half when he went out with those 3 fouls. He still sits at 6 points right now. A far cry from his game 3 and 4 performances. Musa into Tavares, and that's the one that you're looking for if you're Real Madrid. Well set up there by Chus Mateo. Zelko Bradovic upset that they can't get that rotation down, and they let Tavares just cut down the middle, and they don't stop his progression as they did earlier. Partizan, Punter. Bunter short from the corner, well defended by Musa in the closeout. And here comes Chacho back in the game. I was expecting his presence, him and Tavares together. It took a long time for him to get back into this game as Punter gets the poke from behind. And now is it desperation time for Chus Mateo as he sticks in the captain. Sergio Llull hasn't had, as I said before, a good series at all. And now you're going to see if you can maybe get that streak of 3 threes in a row as Musa gets the easy look on the out-of-bounds play as Nunnally had his back to the ball. And now it's back down to 12 again. Back in the zone. Exum from deep. Exum misses this one. You got to figure they're going to cool down to 11 for 18 from the free throw, from the three-point line. Make that 11-19 after that miss. And here comes Johnson once again trying to change the rhythm of the game for his team. Watch for him to get the ball to Tavares. He knows how to get it. Out to Yui. Yui goes baseline. Yui might have got away with a push on Exum's face. Had Tavares open for a minute. Now Yui's going to have to put it up. That's the one we were talking about. Air ball for Yui. And that's out of bounds. Rudy Fernandez, well defended by Partizan. Still, you're not putting Madrid away. You had a chance to put them away up 17. And now it's back to 12 points one more time. Papa Pedro's wide open in the corner. Exum's not looking at him. Takes his player over. And now Exum to the hoop. Ledé. Partizan trying to be a little bit patient. Exum wants another one. Exum knocks it down from 3. Not afraid to shoot it tonight is Dante Exum. And it's a 15-point lead with 1.5 to go. Chacho's going to want to look for something there. If he can go to Tavares, out to Musa. Musa trying to make it happen. Gets the ball taken from him. Foul by Exum down low, and it's an and one as Tavares gets the loose ball and throws it down. Exum almost had it. But Tavares with those big mitts goes down and gets all 10 fingers on it. Throws it down. And with the foul from Exum. Tavares trying to take this down to 12 points. And that's what he does. He's now got 5 here in the second half. Madrid staying in that matchup zone. Exum looking for some sort of crease. Papa Petru tries to throw it across. That's a turnover. Exum to go down on the floor of the day. Not wanting to give up a possession in a fast break. First man down on the floor to get it. Urzonia coming up from behind. 50-50 balls are so big in games like this. And this is a 50-50 ball on the jump. It'll be Lede jumping it up with Urzonia. You know Urzonia's got hops. But you gotta watch out for the guys. You gotta watch out for Rudy Fernandez especially. And Punter on the backside. Fernandez, he anticipates where the ball is going so well. And in situations like this, he's the guy you got to be careful of if you're Lede. The referees go to the bench, go to the table, talk things over. Not sure what that was all about, but now Chus Mateo wants a quick substitution as he takes Tavares out in the last minute of this quarter. Not a bad move at all there by Chus. Make sure, try to preserve Eddie as long as he can for the rest of this game as Urzonia end of the day. Go up and as Urzonia wins the tip. And it was Rudy Fernandez, as I said, finding that loose 50-50 ball and making the play, diving out of bounds. And let's see if this turns into a big possession offensively from Real Madrid to get them back under single digits. And that's exactly what it does, is it's a 9-point game now. Chacho Rodriguez doing what Chacho does. 45 seconds to go. And Madrid has got themselves down underneath that 10-point barrier with Eddie Tavares getting some rest on the bench. As you see the Chacho signs right there. And look at Rudy Fernandez, the dive, going for the ball, results in a three-pointer. The Fernandez-Rodriguez show. How many times have we seen it before? And how many more times are we going to see as the fans are back in? It's down 9. Tavares still with 3 fouls. A lot of time to go. Let's check out Partizan's timeout.
Swing the ball and pass to the sub. Directly to James, okay? After that. If you have time, don't have time. Run, penetration and pass the ball. Hey, take your time. Set. You touch the ball. You touch the ball. You're over here. Make the beat.
Looks like they want to go right at the basket here with 45.3 seconds to go. Maybe get a 2-for-1 situation. The Sword has checked back into the game with 4 fouls. I'm sure that's an offensive substitution for Coach Obradovic. And if he can get a chance, he'll take him out on the defensive side. Chacho knocks down a huge 3 to get this thing under 10 points for the first time since midway through the second quarter. Exum trying to run by Ndaye, but can't get it. Now they're going to spread things out as Exum wants to take the 18-year-old. He's quick on his feet. And there's a blocking foul. And that'll send Exum to the line. Exum is kind of hopping along. Remember, he got injured. He got injured that toe in the melee here at the end of game 2. Definite foul on Ndaye. Probably the best thing that happened for Real Madrid right there is not only had a wide open layup, and there's your offensive defensive substitution right there. Smilagets checks it back into the game. And Ndaye with his 4th foul, but I mean, anytime you get out of Ndaye's extra time, as he's played 11 minutes tonight, showing up pretty well early on in this game. Just in there to make sure Tavares doesn't pick up that 4th. First one down by Exum. Exum with a miss right there. 10-point lead, Madrid. See if they can cut into that deficit just a little bit more. Partizan will have another possession. No fouls to give for either team. See what Chacho can do with it. Without Eddie in the game, Chacho's going to want to take it again. He gets to the hoop. Out there, Zonia. Zonia hasn't made one yet tonight. He's off the mark. Ndaye fights for the rebound. They got one more chance. This time it's Rudy Fernandez with the fake. And he's going to take the shot. Exum and Fernandez both go down. Exum's chest and Fernandez's shoulder, it looks like. Everybody clears. Zelko cleared everybody off the bench. Exum might have got it in the rib. Both players colliding. This is big for Real Madrid, though, because Fernandez is going to go to the line for 3 shots. If he can shoot those 3, if not, it'll be someone coming off the bench for Real Madrid to take over for Fernandez. As he's holding on to that shoulder. No harm meant. That foul by either one of these 2 players. Exum just trying to do what he can to block that shot and interfere with the 3-pointer. Rudy Fernandez gets the fake, gets him in the air, and looks for the contact and does what he's supposed to do, but he has that shoulder kind of hanging there, holding on to it. So let's see who Madrid comes up with. I'm sure Musa will probably come off the bench to shoot the free throws. He's one of the best free throw shooters. Chacho Rodriguez, Dante Exum and Punter have a little conversation. Yeah, Musa's the guy that comes off the bench to shoot the free throws here. It's going to be 3 of them, too, so Madrid could take this thing down to 7 points going into the 4th quarter. And I'll tell you what, about halfway through the 3rd quarter, you knew you were going to be down 7 points going into the 4th. You would have been ecstatic about it because you got a chance. It's only 3 possessions. And Musa rattles home number 1. Tavares and Ndaye, Mozzart, all with 4 fouls. It's still 10 minutes and 1.8 seconds to play in this thrilling Game 5, the last playoff game of this incredible regular season. What does the Final Four have in store for us? That's my question, because the way these 5 games have been and the whole entire season of playoffs, who knows what's going to happen. We already got 3 teams bound for Final Four glory. And one more here looking for it. Will it be Partizan returning after years' absence, or will it be Real Madrid making another Final Four appearance, going for that 11th title? Seeing if Rudy has dislocated his shoulder now as Madar way off the mark. And Madrid goes into the 4th quarter momentum. Chacho Rodriguez jumping up and down, trying to get the fans into it. These first 3 minutes are going to be so important for both teams. If Partizan could reopen up that lead. And remember, Eddie Tavares sitting on that bench with 4 fouls, is still going to be back in that game. Let's check out some of those 3rd quarter highlights right now. As I said, Madrid started off strong, defensively running up and down the floor, but it's Kevin Punter breaking down the zone with a couple threes. Kevin Punter leading his team with 22 points, another 6. And those couple threes, but Zonia did his thing, although he's 0 for 4 from 3. And Dante Exum with 13 points, including a couple threes from each corner. Nobody really scoring big today. It's still only 6 points. Today's 0 for 2 from inside the arc, 2 for 3 from outside. We'll see what Zach Leday can do, but it's Eddie Tavares with those 4 fouls still hanging around. And right there's the story, though. Chacho Rodriguez, 6 points, 3 assists in 10 minutes and 20 seconds. And he has kept this team in it here, giving them an opportunity in the 4th quarter, only down 7. Shana Musa leading his team with 20 points, and the best performance of that quarter with 11 points and 3 assists. Having himself a big night, but there's Rudy Fernandez looking at his shoulder, hoping he didn't separate that shoulder. Trying to maybe snap it back in if he can. The ladies behind it don't want to see it. They don't want nothing to do with it. Doctor from Real Madrid trying to put that thing back into place. See if Rudy can check back into this game, but that's the story right there. So one more time. Chacho now brings it back to 5 points on the first possession of the 4th. Rodriguez single-handedly bringing his team back in. He got a foul and Ndaye from the other side against, and that'll be Ndaye's 5th right there, so that'll send him to the bench. Tavares may have to be called out a little bit sooner than Chus Mateo wanted, but being down 5, you got a little momentum. He's going to pull him out anyways. Tavares checks back into the game. Lessort on the bench with his 4. Zach Leday into the game. I said 0 for 5 from 2. Let's see what he can do. His team's going to need some offensive production from him. Huey all over Punter trying to help his team defensively. Smailagic to the basket. Leday one more time. He's got to get it up. Gets it up just in time. That's an air ball. Here comes Real Madrid. One more time. Chacho steps back. He's got Tavares down low. Instead, he goes to Musa in the corner. Musa to the hoop. Musa up and under to Tavares. Who's going to kick up that ball? The big hands of Tavares get out of it, but Smailagic is going to be called for the foul. Oh, man. You knew this wasn't going to end with a big victory by Partizan here. You knew it was going to come down to the wire. And you see everybody go for that rock, but it's Smailagic. Once Tavares gets his big mitts on it, getting called for the foul. That's going to be his 4th. So you got the 2 big men with 4 for Partizan. You got the guy that you want the ball in his hands as Exum gets shooken down by Chacho. And that's his 2nd foul. So fouls are so important right now. That's 2 quick ones for Partizan in the 1st minute, as Madar is going to check back into this contest. Exum picks up his 4th right there, so he's got to go to the bench. His offensive production so key to Partizan. He'll be without him for a while. Tavares can't handle the errant pass from Musa. And that's a big turnover for Real Madrid. See if Partizan can capitalize on it here. Nunnally up top, being forced to his left, goes to the right anyways. Smailagic hasn't hit one yet, now to the basket. Oh! Alan Smailagic goes up and over, penetrating to the hoop and throwing it down. Comes Chacho one more time. Now down 7. Chacho shaking and baking up top. Gets to the foul line, kicks it out to the corner. Musa to the hoop, and he gets it blocked by the backboard. Not touched the rim yet, but that's going to be the 3rd foul. And Smailagic is out of the game. That's number 5 after the big dunk by the young 22-year-old. He's going to go take a seat. It's going to be Matthias Lazor. As you see the block first by Smilagic, and then he trips up Chacho, but more importantly, that's number 5 after that dunk. So he goes to the bench. Partizan on 3 fouls here early in this game, and this becomes a foul shooting game. I got red all over my screen. You got Lazor with 4, Tavares with 4, Smilagic's out, and Daye out, Exum with 4. And Madrid looking for anything they can. It's Chacho one more time. Sergio Rodriguez and Selko Obradovic cannot believe that Rodriguez is bringing his team back into this game, down 4, 78-74. Madar shakes it down, and there's a foul in the corner on Lede. And if that's on Musa, that's going to be number 4 also. That's going to put him in the red, I believe. Let's see what they call this foul on. Is it Arzonia or Musa? That's going to be on Musa. So Musa, with his 20 points, is in danger of going to the bench with one more foul. Punter's been quiet here for a while. Punter gets up in the air. This time he's got 4 on the clock. He's going to have to take it from deep. Punter trying to put a dagger in. Punter! You kidding me? Rattles one home on one of the biggest shots of the night so far. Chacho wants it back. Chacho with an easy layup. As the sea splits open and Chacho takes it to the hoop, and the defense is gone. And Sergio Yui knocks that one out of bounds behind Punter. And I'm not sure if they're going to go get a coach's challenge right now to see who that possession goes to. It's a 2-possession game. I think this is the time. And get a look at it right there. But if you're going to do it, this is the time to do it. As Punter rattles home on the shot clock buzzer. Another 3 from deep. They're going to coach the challenge this one. And you have to with a 5-point game. It's a huge possession. You're talking about possibly making it a 2-point game or possibly making it an 8-point game, depending on who gets this ball right here. So much time left to go. It almost feels like this game's close to being finished.
Go back.
Oh, yeah, you see Yui getting that touch and going off of Punter's hand.
Come back.
I don't think there's any doubt about that one right there. Now they're just going to figure out how much time is left. But that's going to be Real Madrid ball down 5.
Go. Normal. And you stop when the ball touch the out of bounds.
Yeah, they already got the call made. You can hear it. Now they're just looking about the time.
Go. Now stop. 7:25. And ball for Real. Backward. Ball for Real. You shot.
Huge defensive play there by Sergio Llull. Punter gets his finger on it last. And Madrid retakes possession here with a new 24 and an opportunity to turn this into a 1-possession game. .43 total fouls in this contest as Chacho just continues to light it up. 13 points, 3 assists. Now it's Arzonia wants one. Arzonia flushes the 3, and it's a 2-point game as Madrid fights their way back from down 16. And is Partizan going to get this ball over the half-court line? Arzonia almost had to pick. You got 1 second to get it over the half-court line, so they can't pass it back. Arzonia knocks down his first 3 of the night. And you see everybody, Rudy Fernandez back in the game. They're gonna have to get this over in the front court. And they do exactly that. Punter wants to take you one-on-one. 10 seconds to go, and there's a foul up top. Make that the 3rd team foul. So both teams even On that account, we talked about the inexperience of Partizan and the fact that guys like Yui, Fernandez, and Rodriguez, who are in the game right now, have been there before, and they've done this so many times, where guys from Partizan are trying to get there. Yui all over Punter. Punter clearing him out one more time. Punter wants it up over Yui. No foul called on that one. Might have been some contact. Tavares yanks down the rebound. Here's Madrid with a chance to take the lead. First time since early in this first quarter. Chacho steps back. Chacho rims it out. Rudy Fernandez with the loose ball rebound. 50-50 balls. So important. Another possession for Real Madrid. Chacho one more time to the hoop. Left hand. And we are all knotted up at 81 here at the WiZink Center. Still 6:16 to go in this amazing fourth quarter. And the body language of Partizan's bench, coaches, and players can't believe that it's Chacho Rodriguez with 14 minutes and 15 points that's leading his team back into this game. He did it in game 3. He did it in game 4. And right now he's in the process of doing it in game 5 and taking his team to another Final Four. All tied up at 81 and that 12-5 run by Madrid to start this first 3 minutes and 44 seconds of this fourth quarter. So Sergio Rodriguez with 0 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second, 3 in the third, and give him 9 here so far in this fourth quarter. Single-handedly bringing his team back into this game and knotting things up. Still with so much time to go. You saw it off the punter. Partizan got in a little slowdown game when they had a big lead. And they haven't been able to do anything since. Offensively, they've been stagnant. Madar off to the sword. That's a wide open look as Madar makes the nice dish, fakes the look at the basket, draws big man Tavares away. And now Madrid with another chance to take the lead here. Tavares all by himself, Madar down low, and that's going to be a foul call on the backside, I believe, by Madar. Day looking for the travel. Who's going to be able to stop Sergio Rodriguez? That's the question. You thought it was going to be Tavares. We talked about guys that have stepped up at the right time. It was Goss in game 3, Ang in game 4, and now it's Chacho. Is he going to do it one more time in game 5? And he does. Sergio Rodriguez making 11 points here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul right there. That'll be the team's fourth. So both teams now in the bonus. And it'll all be about foul shots right now. As Madar is going to check back into the game. He comes in for Nunnally. How does Chacho get this thing up over 3 players? You saw the expression in Nunnally's face as he ties it up. Punter now. This time they don't want to give up the easy look to Mozzart. Madar back to Mozzart, and they wanted to get that foul on Tavares, but it does a good job of keeping its ground. Madrid, this place is going to explode. They get the lead. It's Yui from deep. Yui knocks down the three, and Madrid up 86-83 here in the WiZink Center. Punter scrapping on the ground for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. And that could be a possible turnover right there for Kevin Punter as he dribbled into three defenders. The question is he jumping against Tavares or is he jumping against Erzonia? And the fans are going nuts here in Madrid. 17-7 run here in the fourth quarter. Erzonia 1-1 earlier. Remember the diving Rudy Fernandez out of bounds to lead to the three-pointer. And he's going to win that tap. Also, look at this. Fernandez to Yui. Yui with the left-handed layup and a 5-0 run. I talked about the veterans, and they just know what's going on. They're reading each other's minds. As soon as Fernandez got that rock, Sergio Yui took off. And now what does Partizan do to come back? You got to get Punter back in the game. Punter from deep. Kevin Punter makes it a 2-point game. There's still 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Rodriguez, is he going to get tired sooner or later? Erzonia with a fadeaway three. Oh! Mario Erzonia! 0 for 5 at 1 point. Comes back with a three of his own. Madar had Papa Petru wide open in the corner, but gets the foul called. I'm going to take a little break here as we watch Punter stick the three. I'm sure we're going to see Erzonia's in a minute. That was off the backboard. Kevin Punter, Sergio, you enjoying a moment. Can't believe it, but look at that shot by Erzonia. He makes it look so easy when he goes from deep like that. Now Madar with some huge free throws with his team down 5. And that's a huge miss. And the fans are going nuts. Hoping for another miss here from Madar. Madrid has just been on fire here in this third and fourth quarter. 52 points so far from Madrid, but still 3:46 to go in this third quarter. Now Exum's going to check back in again with those 4 fouls, but they need him offensively. As Madar missing 1 keeps it at a 4-point game. I see Zana Musa warming up in the back corner of the Madrid bench. See if he'll be coming back in, but Yui had the 5 points in a row. And then Chacho giving his team the lead. Chacho to step back into Tavares, and Punter's going to make him go to the line. That's going to be 2 shots for Eddie Tavares, as Punter couldn't do much there, but try to get the ball down on the ground. And again, will Madrid relentlessly not give it up. Don't want to be that first team to lose a game 5 on their home court, while Tavares misses a big one right there to keep it a 4-point game, while Madrid is trying to become the first team to come back from an 0-2 deficit and win 3 in a row. Five-point game once again. Now it's Exum to the hoop. Gets shut down by Tavares right there as he had taken Chacha to the hoop. Now it's the day off to Exum. Papa Petru will see what he wants to do with it. Brings it into Tavares. Tavares gets his hands on it. The Tavares factor is in. They can't get the 5th foul on him, and he's causing havoc inside the paint. And now Madrid trying to get one of their biggest leads of the night here. Chacho takes it out. You got Tavares down low with Punter one more time. You got to get into him quick. Tavares got to go to the basket. And that gets thrown right there. Punter was trying to pick up that 5th foul by getting an offensive foul. You got 3.2 to go on the clock. Sergio Rodriguez just walks by Rudy Fernandez and they talk it out. So these two know what's going on. They know what they want. Fernandez, watch for Rudy Fernandez, watch for Chacho with 3 seconds to go. Oh my goodness! Sergio Llull with the mandarina that might win this game. Madrid up 8, 95-87. Punter needs to do something. He wants the 3. Punter short. Foul down low. Who's it on? It's going to be Partizan going to the line as Chacho gets called for the foul. Boy, bodies flying all over the place. Look at you. You knew it was. Chacho told Fernandez to set a pick for you. Yui comes off the pick and drops the 3. They've done this over and over again. I told you right in front of me, they spoke to each other. He said, go get Sergio. And Mozzart, another miss. And you see, there's Yabaselli, Gabriel Deck on their feet, feeling the fact that they are going to the Final Four. Yabaselli will not take part in it, and neither will Gabriel Deck, but they're just happy that their team is getting that. Musa looks like he's hurt over there trying to warm up to come back into the game. But right now, a 7-point lead, 2:22 to go. Madrid can end this with a big possession here. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Sergio Rodriguez does it one more time. Bringing back time. Chacho with 13 points in the entire series. Scores 19 here tonight. 13 of them coming here in his 4th quarter with another layup, kissing it high off the glass. And this game is all but over with 2:10 to go. Real Madrid with a 9-point lead. And there's so many moments here. 7 days had a tough time choosing this magic moment, but it was Smilagic going to the basket on the fake, going by Tavares, cocking it back and throwing it down. Unfortunately for the young man, he went out on the next play with his 5th foul, and it's been nothing but downhill from that point on for Partizan. But there's your Turkish Airlines 7-day play of the game by Alan Smilagic. And there you see your chart right there. It's taken since the middle of the 1st quarter for Madrid to take the lead. And when they did, they've taken it big, as Madrid was down by 17 at one point. And it's Chacho Rodriguez absolutely taking over for his team. I told you before this game started, this is going to be all about Chacho Rodriguez coming out and doing what he did in games 3 and games 4. We talked about it. Game 1, only 5 minutes, 0 points. 0 for 3 from the field, had 2 assists in that game. Game 2, 11 minutes, 1 for 4 from the field, 5 assists in that contest. Game 3, 18.5 minutes, only 3 points, but had 4 assists. But changed the dynamic of that game in game 3. In game 4, 18 minutes, 21 seconds, 8 points in the field, 7 assists and a couple rebounds. And do we really need to go over tonight? As Exum misses another free throw, 19 points, 6 assists for the young man, Sergio Rodriguez, as Madrid will not be the first team to lose a game 5 on their home floor in the EuroLeague. They're going to have to wait one more season for that to happen. with 2:03 to go. I hate to say it's over, but it's not looking good as Madrid knows how to play with the lead. They're going to take as much time off this clock as they can, unless Chacho can get himself to the basket one more time for an easy layup. But up top to Tavares. Tavares tries to tap dunk it, can't get it to go down. Steps on the line, and that's going to be Partizan ball. Let's see if they can get this down to a 2-possession game. They get a 3-pointer here. You're down to 5 points. And that changes things quickly. Exum. Gonna want to bring it up quickly. You don't have much time to play offensively. Madrid's obviously going to protect that 3-point line. Exum goes up for 2 instead off the glass. Now you got a 2-possession game, but it's 6 points. Big defensive possession here for Partizan. Can they stop Madrid from getting an easy look, get a rebound and get out on the break and put some pressure on Madrid in the next possession? Yui wants it one more time. He's feeling it off the Chacho. Chacho, he's short. Rudy Fernandez with another loose ball rebound. And I mean, that is huge. That's 2 big ones by Rudy Fernandez. Remember the runner from inside. Chacho wants it one more time. Chacho's long, and Rudy Fernandez does it one more time, but Hezonja. Fernandez can't believe Hezonja dove in for the ball, but you gotta get, I mean, Hezonja does what he has to do. Rudy thought he had it. Watch Rudy come out of nowhere. One more time from behind. Gets it. Zelko Bradovic trying to get himself a quick timeout. This is such a huge possession here. If you get a 3-pointer, you got a 3-point game. Partizan will still have time to defend. Depends on how quick they can get this basket. You got to go for a 3-pointer if you're Partizan. Try to get it away from Punter's hands, bring him back to the ball, and give yourself enough time to get a stop, as we got an official review on the out of bounds. Of course, this is an official review because we're within 2 minutes here. 56.4 seconds to go. Hezonja's on the floor right there with the ball in his hand. Right from that angle, it looked like his shoulder was off the ground.
Which camera, please help me. You can let the play develop. Yeah, but now which camera?
Got to find the right camera. Remember, they called that out of bounds.
This? Probably.
There he's got the ball in his hand. He releases it, but you really don't get a good look here.
This one may be a little bit more. Can we zoom? But this is the left shoulder. The left shoulder is more exposed to the line than the right one. We take the time. So you think it's out of bounds? Well, we don't. Yeah, but it's not conclusive enough to change the decision. Give me again.
Still with the ball in his hand right there.
And now show me the time,
Let's see what they made, what call they made. Yeah, it's Partizan's ball. That's huge, because that still gives Partizan life right now. A 3 here makes this a 1-possession game, and if they get it within enough time, they can just D up and try to get that last shot. And we all know what Kevin Punter did in game 1. And why not? It's been that kind of series. And they want to get it up quick if they can. Punter into the corner as quick as he can. Exum. Leday wants it from 3. They went the opposite way. Zach Leday does it, and they did it within 9 seconds. So there's 47.9 to go. There's so much time remaining in this game. I called it over in 2 minutes. It's the commentator's curse right there, as Leday knocks down a huge 3 You saw Punter sprint down the court. No one expected that ball to go to Zach Leday. And he pulls down to 3. And we have a 3-point game right here with 47.9 seconds to go. Let's go to the timeout and listen to Chus Mateo.
Quiero que saque Sergi. Adam a recibir. Sergi tiene el pase de vuelta. Vale, Chacho y Adam a recibir. Sergi tiene el pase de vuelta si fuera necesario. Quiero esto. Mario. Monelli. No quiero el pase a Mario. Quiero este pick and roll central. O con Sergi o con Chacho. Tenemos. Adam, tú puedes hacer. Sergi, Chacho.
Amigos, volvemos al juego.
What a big call you had on that out-of-bounds call in Arizona, diving for the rock. And Partizan within 9 seconds pulled up the 3 and had the fans nervous right now. And now it's a 3-point game. Partizan does not need the foul and send Madrid to the line. They have more than enough time to defend here and get themselves in. They even have time to get a good stop and get to the basket for a quick 2 and then maybe foul as they try to pressure up at half court. Anga close to being trapped. He is trapped now. Can he get rid of it? Anga out of bounds. Madrid's ball dangerously close to a turnover right there. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Are they going to take a look at this? Because there's no foul called now. Did that go off of Anga's back? If it did. Oh, man. This series is being dragged out as long as possible.
This way.
You're going to see Nunnally come in with the hand from behind. And did that go off of Anga's elbow? Let's listen in to the referees here.
It's 21 beat the ball, right? With the forearm. Huh? With the forearm. Yeah. What do you think? For me, no obvious.
Stop, give me the control.
Fans, players, everybody looking up at the scoreboard at the top of the WiZink Center, trying to see the angle as the referees continue to talk it out. Let's set it up here. This is Partizan ball. They have more than enough time to go to the basket, get a quick 2.
Maybe we can ask also Oleg just in case, because he's not in the play.
We cannot understand who touched last the ball, okay? Just help us.
Any other camera?
Remember, the call was Real Madrid's ball, so it has to be conclusive evidence that the ball hits Anga's arm. You see Nunnally right there. That looks like the last touch.
Put the screen on! Screen on! No, it's okay, don't worry.
Now, is this part?
This is how I feel about it.
Yeah, exactly. This is the same. Yeah, it's
Stop! Show me the time now!
Okay, so we agree that Anga touches it.
Yeah, we agree. The ball is for Partizan.
You show.
Partizan has the ball and more than enough time, as I said, to get themselves to the hoop quick. Watch out for Exum here coming up the court. Lasorda is going to get the inbounds pass probably, get it back to Exum and see if he can take it to the hoop. If you get too quick, you have time to defend and you can even foul. It sent Madrid to the line. There's Lasorda with the rock right there. Exum now gets it. Now he's going to want to take Rudy as quickly as he can. Instead, they're going to take more time off the clock. Punter out to the sword. That's not the guy you want outside the three-point line, but he is. And that's off, and there's a foul from behind. Zach Leday flying in as Urzonia pulls down what might be the biggest rebound of the night. As Partizan looking for the foul in the corner. That was about the same spot that Punter ended game one. And you see Leday coming up over the back. And now that changes everything. As Mario Urzonia goes to the line, and he can make this a 5-point game. Urzonia 76.4% on the season. Looking to make his 2 biggest free throws of the year right now. And he rattles out the first one. 24 seconds on the game clock. That's it. Nerves are there. If he misses this one, Partizan's got another chance to tie this thing up and send us to another 5 minutes. That one goes straight through. Now you got to get a 3 up quick if you can. If you're Partizan, Exum trying to look for Punter. Instead, he goes to the sword. Not the guy you want with the ball right now. Punter kicked out around Exum. Up. That's not Exum's shot at all. And that'll finish things off here at the WiZink Center as Anga's going to dribble out the clock, and Real Madrid comes back from 0-2 and takes the 5-game series, winning on their home court, and will go back to the Final Four one more time in the most unimaginable fashion. Down 16 at half. Eddie Tavares with 3 fouls. Madrid scores 59 second half points, 30 in the third quarter, 29 in the fourth. And they send Partizan away back to Belgrade as the dream season ends for Željko Obradović and Partizan Mozzart Belgrade here at the WiZink Center. Everybody thought it was over at halftime. Everybody but Real Madrid, and Željko Obradović, who had our halftime reporter, told us that he had to beat Real Madrid. There's no way that they had that game won. It's Real Madrid, and they know how to win games like this, and it's the end. It's the experience of Rudy Fernandez, Chacho Rodriguez, and Sergio Llull. Chus Mateo decides to go with to take things over in the second half. And man, Madrid fans just have to love what Chacho Rodriguez did for this team. Sergio Rodriguez, 19.6 rebounds in 19 minutes, had 13 points total coming into this 5th game. Drops 19 points, but it's not only the way he did it. There's 13 of those points in the fourth quarter when they needed the most. And never has Ala Madrid, the song, sounded better than it does right now at the WiZink Center from Real Madrid fans as their EuroLeague season here at their home court is finished. But their team will be traveling to Kaunas, Lithuania in just about a week's time. And nobody remembers, as we'll talk about it here coming up, the matchup that they'll have once they get there. I'm sure they're not thinking about it right now. That's something you'll think about as time goes by. You see the brothers there, Yabusele walking off the court. Kevin Punter so dejected, doing everything he could to win this game for his team, but just not enough. And a painful 4-point defeat by Partizan as they were only able to score 39 points in that second half. And of course, I said that if this game was played 80 or below, it was Real Madrid's game. If it went above, it was going to be Partizan's game. And it certainly looked that way throughout the first half and most of the third quarter, but 29-18 run in the fourth quarter gives Real Madrid a 98-94 lead. Win, I should say, as dejected players from Partizan slowly make their way off the floor. And there you see your game stats right there. 36 rebounds for Real Madrid was such a big part of it. And a 22 for 25 from the line also for Real Madrid. And now we're going to check out our Adidas player of the game here tonight. And why wouldn't it be that guy right there, Sergio Rodriguez? Absolutely unbelievable performance. Guy that's been around for so long. He's done so much. And this is probably one of the games he'll remember most in his career. What an amazing second half, amazing fourth quarter. As you check out that playlist. Chacho getting to the hoop, knocking down threes, giving up assists. And he did it all for his team tonight. As we go down and talk to him right now.
Chacho, man, I mean, this was your time, your moment, your night, but it hasn't been your season quite so far. I mean, you've been on the bench for a long time, waiting for your moment. What was it like to finally get this moment?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. We knew how important it is this for such a club like Real Madrid. It's the first time that somebody overcome a 0-2. So we are happy, and next week we have the Final Four. So that's on our mind already.
0-2, down 16 at half. What is it about this club that just never dies?
I mean, we show it, we prove it, how we fight every time. So we're happy.
How old are you, as Mario saying? The ageist wonder, man.
Still 36.
It's 36, but younger every day. Congratulations.
I just looked that up myself. I knew he was 36, but I wanted to see when he was turning 37, and that'll be on June 12th. Just about a month from now. As we now will talk to Chus Mateo, has to be one of the happiest coaches on the continent right now. He brings his team back to the Final Four, his first trip as head coach.
Chus, we talked at halftime. I'm sure you didn't give me everything that you told your team, but what did you tell your team in the locker room break after the second quarter?
Oh, we have to believe. We have to keep fighting. This happened before, and we came back to the game, and in the third game, it was very, very emotional.
Yeah.
Emotional. And very excited. And we were able to come back with different players, the veteran players that know how to fight. They know how to fight. Chacho find a window, Sergi, Rudy, Mario, Eddie, they fight a lot. And it was not easy, but this is Real Madrid.
Are you guys in the Final Four if it's not for Chacho Rodriguez?
We are in the Final Four because we fight from September. And we are fighting against too many things. Injuries and a lot of pressure that always Real Madrid have on their shoulders. But we fight and we could go.
How long before you start thinking about the next game in the Final Four, the semifinal?
No next game. Just tonight. Tonight to enjoy.
Musa's loving it, man. Go celebrate, coach. You deserve it. You've earned it. 0-2 down and you won it.
There you look at your shot zone, but it's 19 points from Chacho Rodriguez. Rudy Fernandez played 20 minutes tonight, only took one shot, but did so many little intangibles to help win this game. I'll talk about that in a minute. We're gonna go down and talk to Jana Musa, who looked a little shook up there at the end of the game and didn't get back in with 4 fouls. Let's talk to Jana Musa right now and see what he has to say.
Jana, at halftime, you didn't want to talk to me too much. I'm thinking you want to talk to me a little bit more today, right now. What changed in that second half?
I don't know what to say. Listen, this is first time this is my first season in Real Madrid, and what this club is made of, what these players are made of, we were 2-0 down. You know, we came back 2-2. We were 16 down in the last game, in the 5th game. We know how difficult it is to come back against Partizan. We did that. And, you know, I want to congratulate, first of all, to Partizan to unbelievable season. But, you know, we're going to Final Four, so that's the most important thing right now. And I'm very proud of my guys.
I've been in this stadium a long time, seen a lot of games, but I've never seen the fans like that. How about you?
No, me neither. Me neither. I had some fans in previous clubs, but this club is something amazing, and I hope that they will follow us and that we can do amazing things in a Final Four.
I don't want to take too much of your time, man. Go celebrate.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great interview right there by Zana Musa, talking about how much this has meant to him being in a Real Madrid uniform and seeing the fight of this team and the character. He knows what it's all about now. He's been a big part of it. And now, have to talk to Željko Obradović, who has set every record around, and it's not one of his best ones right here.
Coach, at halftime, you warned us about Real Madrid. What happened in that second half that they came back on you guys?
Exactly. Okay, team, they have character. They show one more time. However, I'm proud of my team. I believe that we play very good basketball. And, you know, it's tough to talk right now something, but it's obvious that we lost the control of the game. This is the reason because we lost the game. Even though in the, let's say, last position, I believe that Kevin shot, it was correct shot. Okay, this is basketball. Every time that you score, you have some possibility. Previous shot of Zek also, it was good, we score. We play after that good defense. However, congratulations one more time to Real Madrid.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it.
Tough inner there for Željko Obradović as he set so many records. This is his second loss in a 5-game playoff, or I should say in a playoff. Lost to Baskonia back in 2006. He was 10-1 coming into this one, and of course, no team has ever lost an 0-2 lead. And that's exactly what happened to him. So all the records he set, that's not going to be one of the ones he looks back upon as we check out tonight's highlights here of an amazing game between Real Madrid and Partizan. And we didn't expect anything less than this. It's been an incredible 34-game season from October till April. It's been an absolutely amazing playoffs. 3 of the 4 series go to 5 games. Olympiacos, AS Monaco, and Real Madrid all defending their home court in the 5th game to get their ticket to the Final Four. It's taken so long, and the Final Four is just a little over a week away. So we're sitting here on a Wednesday night, the 10th of May, 19th, next Thursday is our first set of games of the Final Four, the semifinals. That'll take over the conference. Look at those 3 right there. It's Chacho, Sergio Rodriguez, and Sergio Llull, who did nothing this entire series. Comes out and scores 8 points, 2 big 3-pointers, and that long pass basket we saw off the jump ball. 5 points scored off of jump balls by Hezonja, one with a save by Rudy Fernandez, and then that one, as Chacho found Sergio Llull streaking down for a wide open look at the layup. Absolutely amazing, the 3 of them. As I said, Rudy Fernandez, 0 points in the night, but remember how many loose ball rebounds. He had 2 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive, 5 total. And he does so many intangibles to help his team win. And I still end up with 0 points. Llull with 8 points in 19 minutes. Again, I said that he only played 8 minutes a game in this series. So Juice Mateo decided, I'm going with my vets. That's the only way I'm going to go down. I'm going to go with my 3 old guys. And he did exactly that, and they came through for him. Rudy Fernandez, Sergio Llull, and of course, Chacho Rodriguez, as we look at the Final Four playoff table that's finally over. It's been an amazing round as Olympiacos went to the 5th game and won at home last night against a very difficult Fenerbahce Beko basketball team, trying to be the first 8th team to beat the first, and now 97-86 score that end of win the series for AS Monaco 3-2 over Maccabi Tel Aviv. So it'll be the Roca going to Kaunas. Madrid with a huge comeback, a 98-94 victory, and a 3-2 series lead finishing the series 3-2 and getting themselves to Kaunas. And I will see you in another week in Kaunas. Welcome to the Final Four, baby.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with